It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Welcome back to Twin Galaxies Live, where every Wednesday we do the comic book show. This is where we've gathered an all-star cast of comic book experts to bring you this week's comic book news, reviews, previews, and discussion. And tonight, it is the long-awaited... Jackie, you get the honor of saying it.
It's Transformer Takeover Day! Where they taking over our wardrobe. How dare you?
We have some very special guests in honor of Transformers Takeover. Nay, they actually inspired Transformers Takeover. I'm going to mute the audio on that.
I was going to say, I was like, where's that voice coming from?
Yeah, do you mind pulling the volume down?
It is gone.
F it! We'll do it live!
Yay!
We have some very special guests tonight, and we'll get to them in order of importance, which means the host will go first, and then we're going to unveil who our guests are. How's that? I am Jennifer Zhang. You know me from such stuff as the Batsuit music video or the feature film The Evil Inside, which today sold in Mexico.
Yay!
Yay!
Wait, say something in Mexican.
La maldad por dentro.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I don't know what it means,
That's
but
evil
it sounds
within.
sexy.
That's evil within.
So if you are in Mexico, get ready to see this face get killed.
Yay!
To my left is the lovely Miss Jacqueline Lopez. Tonight she's Optimus Prime, though.
I'm Optimus Prime. Why do I sound like that?
You gotta like drop the voice
I know, right?
way
I
lower.
was like,
Yeah.
you guys, I'm a Prime. Oh my God. Bullies aren't cool.
Jackie is the multi-talented actress, host. Do you do modeling? You should, girl.
And for myself, for my cats. And then they lick their butts. So I don't know if that's good.
She's a modeler for cats. And she's a contributor to therealstanley.com. And also a host for the red carpet events that they send correspondence to.
That was fun. If you want to know about Age of Ultron, why do I sound drunk? I will tell you about it when it comes out.
There you go.
Are you
Professional.
drunk?
She's a
No,
professional.
I'm not. I'm on Thai tea.
Is
Thai
that what that
coffee.
is?
Friends.
Wait, Thai tea is
Mirakuru.
usually orange.
Yeah, this
That
is
looks-
like, this is coffee. This is Thai coffee.
Okay, all right.
This is. Yep. Do you want to smell it?
No, it's okay.
Why is Lucas a narc tonight?
Yeah, jeez.
I'm the
Mark.
police!
That brings-
You're all under arrest!
That brings us to our narc, Lucas Ackerman, the head of the movement that is 1 million to save Wolverine and the X-Men, going strong after how many years has it been?
how
4
many-
years,
how
and we
many-
got
4 years.
Facebook actually dropped our likes. They got rid of inactive accounts, so it dropped from 33,000 to 31,500.
Oh my goodness, that sucks.
Well, I mean, you know,
Sorry
get,
to hear
get rid
about
of it. I don't care. I'm not.
On
I'm
the way to
not-
1
I'm
million.
not concerned about the likes anymore.
He's in limbo now.
Yeah.
He's in a good place,
Yeah.
which is
Zen.
It began as a Facebook page to support the return of the potential X-Men and the 1
1 million.
and the X-
It's the Wolverine and the X-Men cartoon that was canceled after 1 season.
But after it looked like that was not going to happen, he just turned it into an X-Men
Yeah.
news bulletin.
Yeah, it's where you get your X-Men news, artwork that's, coming out, stuff.
Leaks,
Anything X-Men.
Leaks. He's the Snowden of X-Men. People have called him that.
The what?
Who called him that?
I did just now. So click on that link that's going to post in the chat and join his glorious movement. And I'm going to let Jackie do the honors of introducing our amazing guests. We're going to do a drum roll, though.
Oh, we are? You guys! So this has been a long time coming. I have 2 good friends of mine here, and they just happen to be on one of the most popular comic books out there, being put out by IDW Publishing. Stop pointing to your nipples, Lucas.
No, I was just opening my shirt so people could see the Autobots.
We have none other than the creative team members that are part of the creative team behind Transformers: The Combiner Wars. To my immediate left is Mairghread Scott. She is the writer, and not only a writer of the comic book, but you also wrote for the TV show as well, right?
Yes, I write for Transformers: Robots in Disguise, Rescue Bots, and I wrote on Transformers Prime.
Yep, she changed your life.
Well,
That's
I will
amazing.
get into that during the interview because I may know someone that you work with.
Now you're turning into Barbara Walters over there.
What tree would you be?
And to her left is my good friend, Livio Ramodelli. I never say your last name. That was the first time.
It's Ramodelli.
There you go. I never say it until
You
now.
think of a deli shop that sells
It's
ramen
true.
noodles.
That's true.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Ramodelli.
That's for all you
Hello.
guys out there.
Now you'll never forget.
He's an artist. We go way back to when you were working out at. Were you still with Wildstorm when I first met you?
Yeah, I met you at Wildstorm. Yeah,
Yes.
so that was like 7 years ago, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We've known each other that long.
I know. It's
That's
crazy.
stupid.
Yeah.
But in a good way. And they are here to help us talk all things Transformers and to hang out and talk to you guys. We've briefed them with all the chats. So if you guys have any questions for either of them, give them a shout out and we'll make sure to send questions their way. Back to you, Jennifer.
That is a good transition or segue into the point of the show, which is you guys. This show would be nothing. It would literally be nothing without your constant, valuable input. Like E-Man Caves, who says Lucas was showing off his auto boobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
See, the show would be
Boobies in
nothing.
disguise.
The show would be nothing without stuff like that. So, pipe up. Feel free to inject your commentary over the entire show. We're going to what is the word I'm looking for?
Stroke? Is that what you're having?
I'm having a stroke.
What
Yep.
happened?
We will frequently be bringing them in as part of our discussion and questions. Ask them liberally, and we'll be directing them to our amazing guests tonight. I already see some things here. Some people are saying, Marissa Chastain says, the memories. That's one of the major things that Transformers does is like evoke nostalgia for a lot of people. But Transformers right now has new life with a whole new generation, right? How were you approached about becoming part of the comic legacy, right? And how much are you innovating versus like paying homage to the classic iteration of the Transformers?
You want to go first?
No.
You want me
Yeah, I'll go first. So, I worked on Transformers Prime, and before I was a writer on the show, I worked production on the show, and my job was to maintain the continuity of it with a bunch of other franchises at the time.
Wow, okay.
And they were trying to link the Fall of Cybertron video game with Transformers Prime, the TV show,
Okay.
in a comic called Rage of the Dinobots. And they had a really great comic book writer, Mike Johnson, who I knew, and they wanted someone who knew everything about Transformers Prime and Fall of Cybertron, which I also knew because this is not nearly as fun as it seems, but I played through the game in like my office, and we'd always get like an intern, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, do you want to go with Mairghread and play through the video game all day?" And they'd be like, "Yes, this is the best job ever." And then I'd make them walk through like every room, and it's like, "Nope, kill yourself. Go back to that box. I need to listen to that audio file." All right, great. All right, kill yourself again. All right, go to the left this time. Like,
Kill yourself again.
Please kill yourself.
yeah.
The only time when it's acceptable to say it to someone.
But that's how I got involved.
There you go.
That's very cool.
Yeah, for me, I was working at like Wildstorm DC Comics, and I was a designer on the DC Universe video game, DC Universe Online. And like some of the guys there just said to me, "You should do like comic conventions, just set up in like Artist Alley." And I'd like never done that before, but I did one day, and I just had just Transformer prints kind of for fun. And IDW's editor-in-chief, Chris Ryle, just walked by and he was like, "Oh, these are good. You should like submit to us." So it was like really random, really lucky, because then like a week later I got hired to do covers for IDW. So that was like
wow.
super
Nice.
super lucky. So I always say like any artist out there, just for exposure, like get a table at a Comic-Con, put your work out there. And yeah, in terms of like the nostalgia, I think we probably try and like bring in a little bit of that, plus update it a little. I think, especially like the cartoon from the 80s. You watch it as a kid and you're trying to put in like the reality that you think is in there. And you take it really seriously when you're like 10.
Yeah.
And now like working on it in like our 30s, you're like, well, I'm putting in the reality that I always like thought was there when I was younger, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it's really cool too because Transformers as a brand has reached the point where people who watched it as kids are starting to have kids,
Yeah.
you know? And so we're trying to sort of bridge the gap of like, we want something that people can share with their kids, although I don't know that I'd recommend Combiner Wars
As a starting point,
as
yeah.
a starting point.
Enjoy this.
Exactly. But
Little
yeah,
fans.
like, you know, it's neat to like be talking to older fans and really young kids
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
first time.
Very cool. Now, Retribution is saying, after watching Transformers, I was afraid to
Ever
enter
my
a
vehicle.
vehicle
Oh, that's
again.
funny.
We have actually, I would love to turn this into a question. Diamond Dog says Michael Bay movies equals not real Transformers. Do you guys have opinions on that, like on the Michael Bay iteration of Transformers?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always things you would wish you could do differently, but to their credit, I mean, they've been fantastic for like the brand and just like world awareness. Like, I've got to travel the world recently. Like I went to Japan, I went to Dubai, and like Transformers is so much more popular now than it was even like a decade ago.
Nice.
true.
And so I think a lot of those movies really reach people over there. So yeah, I mean, I think like there's always like little things, like of course I'm sure we would all change, but like visually they're amazing. Like that first movie in particular, like, and then he like Peter Cullen's voice coming out of Optimus Prime, like really
So
nostalgia.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So.
did that absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, a quick technical note here for our wizard behind the curtain. Neo or Todd, if you could remove the scroll, it's it's like creating like encryption over our Transformers takeover graphic. So you have to look really,
How
really
crazy
hard.
is that?
Huh.
Yeah.
We made that special for you guys.
Oh, that's
Yep.
nice.
That little, just for you, the one that's not being seen at all.
I feel like we should start taking your stuff now.
I know exactly.
Like, leave with it.
But I wanted this cup. You just like leave in the middle of the show. It's
Mine now, take over.
That was great. I know, right? All of mine.
Lunar Lily wanted to congratulate you guys on your accomplishments.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
There you go. They're
Can
very.
you tell them I also
like-
loved hearing the Transformer sound in the first movie? I thought that was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So funny.
But no, and then I think one thing is with something like that has such lore and just has just so much canon behind it. And I know that, yes, you were part of the script writing and the producing of it, but how do you put your own spin on it? And I've always wanted to ask you this especially, because I mean, at its core, that's a lot of cubes, put
Yeah.
into a robot. And, how do you make, how do you put your own stamp on Optimus or whomever?
Yeah, it's tricky because like we always like laugh that like you get scripts sometimes and it'll be like Optimus Prime is suspicious and he has like no mouth, so it's like it's really tricky. Where he crosses his arms and like he physically can't cross his arms,
That's
like his body just
hilarious.
doesn't allow it. So
Like a T-Rex.
yeah, exactly,
wow,
yeah.
that's
So you're like
funny.
a little limited how you can play with them, but I actually enjoy that challenge. You can kind of like tilt the camera so the way his head faces conveys that emotion rather than having like.
I like your eyes. You always
Yeah.
have like your
Oh, thanks.
eyes
I
like
try.
narrow and wide.
I
and,
try.
and
Thank you.
It's a lot of expression right there.
Thanks.
That's
Thank
very
you.
cool. Now, have either of you been able to or been asked to create new Autobots, to design new Autobots? And if you haven't, would you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean, I've created some,
Or Decepticons?
exactly.
Yes.
Well, the war's over, so.
Oh, it's over.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I was like, Starscream is like acting decent. What?
Exactly. The war's over, and one thing that Hasbro did, which was really cool, was for the 30th anniversary, they had the fans design a toy, which became the Transformer Windblade, and so they were like, they had promised that the toy would become part of the comics, and so they approached me, and so I had to take the toy design and build out her character. Just from that image, like it was like
so
3
cool.
images, and they're like, make this a person, and I was like, okay, great. So we've gotten the chance to design that. Mistress of Flame is an original character we've just brought in.
Okay.
She's like sort of like space pope on on Windblade's home planet.
Yeah,
so she's
space
got like
pope.
this really awesome Elizabethan collar.
I did
She's
love
super
that
tall.
design. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
That
was
was
a lot of. It's so sad because especially coming from cosplaying, you'll go through these. I'm like, that's cool. I want to do that. How do I do that? Jennifer, how do I do that?
Cardboard boxes.
Cardboard box. I want to be a Bud Lightmus Prime. And
Bud
make
She's drunk, guys.
She's Bud Light to
I'm
Miss
calling it.
Lime Prime.
Lime Prime. Citrus for everyone.
Like she transforms any party to a good time. I don't.
No,
I can't. No,
that's a
I lost
pinata.
it.
Pinata Miss Prime.
Retribution 888 wanted to know: do you guys have a favorite Autobot or Decepticon?
Oh, hands down, Starscream.
Yeah.
I freaking love Starscream.
Is he your
And-
favorite Autobot or Decepticon at this point? He's almost.
I mean,
Straddling
like,
that line.
yeah, like I'm gonna say yes, Starscream
Yeah.
all the way. Although just design-wise, Prime Soundwave, man.
Yeah.
I love Prime
Oh.
Soundwave. I love the drone plane. I think he's awesome. I know everyone
Yeah.
loves the boombox. I love the boombox too. Although I gotta say, in G1, I was always like, why do people keep finding boomboxes in the desert and being like, free boombox? Let's
It was
take
the
it back
80s.
to-
It was a more innocent
I
time.
know, but like, there's like 2 or 3 episodes where people just find a boombox and are
Yeah.
like, let's take this to our secret base.
That's true.
And
That's
you're like,
true.
Okay.
I'm hearing you rattle off like names of Autobots just like casually, and I think you may be the coolest girl I've ever met. That was I thought in my head as I was like, she may be the coolest girl I've ever met.
No offense to Jackie.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not a girl. I'm a prime.
She's a prime. Somebody suggested Jaeger Prime as a
Jaeger prime.
Yeah, that's good.
You guys, my college days are over. Okay.
And Livio, did you?
Yeah, my
have a
favorite
response?
is probably Optimus Prime.
Nice.
He's like a mix of like Abraham Lincoln and then like the dad you wish you had. So like, and then G1 Soundwave is probably my.
That would
That's
be.
one of our.
G1
That's
Soundwave,
one of our
that
big.
is true. It's
that
a
is
big
one of our
divide
big
between
differences.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even like to talk about it.
No.
I was gonna
Between
say,
us.
I'd
Yeah.
rather sit between you two
Yeah, it's
because
pretty
this
rough.
might be insane.
Yeah.
New segment. Like 2 people enter, 1 nerd leaves.
Exactly.
That's the gauntlet.
Celis Valiant says the Soundwave dares to be stupid. There you go. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you. That was
Fuzz.
bothering me for like 10 minutes now. It's like I can't.
Dad Abraham Lincoln says Kruger.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so? They have this like, thing at Disneyland, like the great moments with Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
What
yeah.
if they had like great moments with Optimus Prime, and he's
Aw.
like, "To war to save this planet."
Well, they have the thing at Universal where Megatron like walks around and
yeah.
insults people.
Those
Shut
are-
up! He's
Yep.
the best.
And like,
He is.
the voice is spot on. The eyes
yeah.
light up, and they're taller than normal people. Like if I was a kid, that would have blown my mind.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
I have the
freaked me out.
inside scoop on that one.
Yeah.
There's someone they can see you through a camera, so they know, like the person doing the voice, they know who's
Oh,
there.
so it's not the guy in the
It's
suit.
not like
Oh.
yeah, it's not like a recording or the guy in the suit. It's,
Oh.
it's someone
I know
else.
they can
Wonder
really
Woman.
respond to someone,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's.
yeah.
I'm just surprised they can think of that many new insults.
Like that quickly,
I'm
yeah.
One sec, guys. It looks like we might have
Yeah.
some mic issues.
Oh, is it me?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Mairghread?
Let's read.
Did
Time
I-
out.
Is it the actual mic or the pack? Do you think? Oh, okay. Well, let's
Or we can put it down here.
down.
Is that
Okay.
helping?
Let us know if it sounds any better.
It's green.
They're both green.
Green means go.
When I was there at Universal, because I have a season pass, I'm a nerd. There was the Megatron was talking to this little girl and asked her who she was like, pledging her allegiance to, and she said Decepticon. So he made her bring her little baby brother up to him so that he could also like. He was like, oh, good. He was like, good. Raise him to be Decepticon. And I was laughing my ass off. I could have stood there all day.
It's great.
Do you
yeah.
ever have the problem though, where like I've gone on that ride and because I was the continuity expert of our show, it's like I love the ride, but I'm like, wait, that's not how that works.
But that's an amazing ride. I'm
That
glad I
really
don't
is.
have your
Oh, yeah.
problem
Yeah.
like with it, and I could just like zone out and enjoy it because my God, the
yeah.
technology behind that.
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
And they integrate like 3D plus real effects,
Yeah.
practical effects so well on that ride. Yeah,
I
it's
just
awesome.
my first experience with that ride was on my birthday, and I just remember because like you're supposed to evacuate.
Yeah.
And they were just screaming at me like, get in the ride, get in the van. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't know it was that. And then they see like then they let me cut because I had my Disney birthday badge. But it was pretty intense. Like that was a lot of fun. I've gone to the island at Universal Studios in Orlando, and it's very similar to the Spider-Man one.
Yes.
But I like this
Oh,
one
yeah,
better
yeah.
because it was like because it took over the Backdraft lot. That's where Backdraft used to be, is where
yeah,
Transformers is.
that's
So when
right.
Backdraft left, I was like, that sucks, because I love Backdraft. And I was like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, this is good. This
A
is
lot of
worthy,
fire in my face
This is a worthy successor.
versus this, yes.
Well, the Spider-Man one is dated. It was like made in like the 90s.
Well,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. Well, that whole place was like made in the 90s.
Yeah, and I loved it.
Oh, I love it.
And I loved every minute.
Yeah.
I had a ticket for Universal, then I had a ticket for Islands of Adventure. I would just stay in
That was
Islands
it.
of Adventure
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Marvel area for like ever.
They would just have like a Nelson and Murdoch sign just on like near a building. Like, oh my God! Back then, you never saw any of that stuff out
Yep.
there.
Now, people at home, I noticed that you did have great questions that you scroll by. If we don't actually address them, feel free to repost them.
Yes.
Because we don't. They go pretty fast at times, so don't think we're ignoring you. You will get your questions answered, unless they're offensive.
Well, Lawrence was supposed to be here tonight. You guys know Lawrence. He's one of the hosts of the comic book show. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, but he sent me a whole bunch of questions to ask you guys. Livio,
Okay.
he asked you, which Transformer was the toughest to get a handle on?
Oh, drawing wise?
Yeah.
We've been doing combiners in this event, which are like a bunch of robots forming up to one big one. So they're really complicated. I mean,
like a Megazord.
With that.
Yeah, and it's like, and we're sort of working with Hasbro. They have a whole new line of toys coming out, so we're trying to sort of basically designed someone on that. So they're really complicated. The toys are like awesome looking, but like God, that's a lot of like detail and
Especially because
so-
we really tried to push the fighting style
Yeah.
of combiners. So like some of our combiners, when they're fighting, will be combining and uncombining. Like
While they're fighting?
Yeah, while they're
yeah.
fighting. And so,
Whoa.
I'm so sorry.
No, spoiler alert. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or you
Eat
give
your
it
heart out,
yeah.
Michael Bay.
Yeah. No, yeah. So those are probably the hardest ones to draw at the moment for sure.
Yeah. Is there a Autobot or Decepticon that you would like to draw that you haven't drawn yet that hasn't popped up in their story?
I've been pretty lucky. I think I've gotten to draw everyone except maybe like Unicron, who's like the big planet from the original movie. That would be really cool. But aside from him, I got to draw pretty much everybody.
And Mairghread, he wants me to ask you about the significance of helming the first female-led book.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, one of the things is that I get asked this question a lot. No. No, it's been really fun. It's obviously like a little bit of pressure, you know, you're like, oh, don't mess it up. But it's a brand that I love. And I think the one thing that I really appreciate about doing the book is I feel like it allows a certain fan base that was kind of wanted to get involved in Transformers and like wasn't quite sure. I feel like it sends a message of like inclusion and openness, you know, and I try in my writing to, as much as possible, make Windblade a jumping on point for new readers because she's new to Cybertron. So I really like that people are like, oh, you know, I really want to get into IDW, but like I don't know where to start. And it's like, don't worry, start here.
Fancy you ask.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a ton of female readers we've had for years.
Yeah.
So it's good. There's actually female characters now.
Yeah.
But
It's definitely helpful.
Do you
Yeah.
think we'll be seeing some of these female characters in the movies sometime soon, or?
I would probably.
You
at
act
this
like
point.
the movies care about us.
I
Drift was in there. Drift was in
No,
there.
yeah, Drift was in there, but it's not like Michael Bay is calling me.
You're right.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
It never occurred to me the dearth of like likable, relatable female Autobots in the Michael Bay movies. It never even occurred to me.
There's no
Huh,
Ladybots.
There are no Ladybots.
There are three.
They're in the
Are
second
there?
movie.
They're the
briefly.
RC triplets. It's unclear though if they have a
Yeah.
hive mind and they're like, or if they're. They
Yeah.
They don't name them
They don't
though,
even have a
except for the
line.
RC
I don't even think they
triplets.
speak. Do
That's
they?
why I
Oh,
probably
one of them
ignored
does.
Do
them.
they?
It's such a bummer.
Oh.
Yeah, one of them does.
Yeah.
That's.
But the neat thing is
Major
when you
bummer.
when you get female Transformers, like the thing I really like about the female Transformers is that they always stand as their own character because they're robots. So they're never just like, oh, that's my aunt or my mom
Yeah.
or my girlfriend or whatever. Like they are always their own character.
That's a great point.
Here's a biological question. Do they need an oil change once a month?
Oh my goodness. Womp womp. Jackie Lopez.
What does that mean?
It's okay. It's okay, Lucas.
It's actually especially
One day.
weird because in some continuities they drink oil. So now I'm
Oh, man.
terrible places.
So dark.
Hey man, if you're stuck in the Himalayas, you never know.
So, well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, how do you think Windblade sounds? Because I did an impression
Oh.
last week. I added like a British accent. And
You had a British accent.
People were
why not?
mad at that. They were like, "Why would you envision her British, you idiot?" No, I'm just kidding.
hey, why not?
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
That's a good question.
I suppose because I mean, like Skylinks is British for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Like, I can tell you how Windblade sounds grammatically on the page. But, like, in terms of, like, if I was going to cast Windblade's voice, I always picture Windblade as, I guess, kind of sounding a little bit like, why can't I think of her name?
Would she be young or old?
She's young.
Young?
I've
Yeah,
always
that's what I
written
thought.
her like she's in her, like, late college years.
that's right.
I think,
Yeah.
like, you know the lady, Marjorie Tyrell from
Oh,
Game
yeah.
of Thrones?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Huh.
maybe something like that. Like, but more naive. But like that tone, you know?
Interesting.
Wait,
Huh.
the
The one who married Joffrey.
The one who married Joffrey and then her grandma off him.
Natalie
Spoilers.
Natalie Dormer.
Yeah, Natalie Dormer. Yeah.
She's
I'm
interesting.
gonna say that. Natalie Dormer, I endorse you to be
That's awesome.
Windblade.
Huh,
I was
interesting.
thinking Rosario Dawson, but she's just been on my mind a lot.
Oh,
right now.
Oh,
yeah.
no, Rosario Dawson, Chromia. It's Zero Rosario Dawson being Chromia. Like,
Okay.
straight
Really?
up.
I imagine her like Ava Green in the new 300 movie.
Oh yeah.
Because she kind of personality-wise is like, the right hand, like, get shit done. I said shit.
What?
Twice.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I just realized that because this is like, Transformers themed, we might have kids watching, and usually we curse all the time. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't fucking care.
Yeah, they're not watching.
Yeah, they're not. It's
The
their
youngest one here
bedtime.
is Marissa. She's right here. She's right there.
Hi, Marissa.
Well, let's get into the news. And the thing is, guys, because this is a live show and because we're bringing in your comments throughout the entire show, feel free to just keep asking questions. And periodically, we'll just pull them in and ask them of our amazing guests here. Yes. So,
And not just about Transformers, about anything.
Anything.
Anything. Not
They're-
too personal.
their favorite ice cream.
That might be good.
Yeah, if it gets too personal, I might have to
He might have
get
to
up
leave.
and walk
Exactly.
out.
He might have to pull an RDJ.
Like,
Oh, that's right.
That
That's
might happen.
topical.
That is topical.
Timely.
Like ointment.
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of topical and timely, it's time for...
The Daily Planet. Where we bring you the news of of this past week. You say it. I'm bad at this part.
No, that's right. This is that was perfect.
Okay, I speak good.
The news from the past week. Yeah.
The news from the past week, and we talk about it. And it's gonna be awesome.
And
but it's
our
not just news. It's news concerning our favorite superheroes and villains.
yes, there we go.
Comic
And
book
and Livio and Mairghread, I did it. I
Nice.
said your name correctly,
That
right?
was
No,
good.
you,
I liked it,
you
yeah.
totally,
Awesome.
you
Yeah,
totally
I
did.
know.
But you did
I
curse.
was wrong.
Oh, did curse. Damn it. Mairghread and Livio will be joining us as our guest Lois Lanes. They have their own
So you
news
are.
conference.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Start,
go
start
for it.
reading.
Okay.
All right.
Who's gonna start us off?
You, because
Oh,
you said
okay.
it, not it. Go ahead.
Not it.
Okay. So, another week, another blurry glimpse of the Joker. Jared Leto was spotted sharing a screenshot of his appearance as the Joker in Suicide Squad with some lady friends. Top that pickup line. I forgot what the pickup line was called. Top that pickup line. The shot shows Joker will indeed be inspired by Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. Who knows when we'll get an official look of the Joker, but we want to remind Jared Leto in the meantime that he did sign a non-disclosure agreement, so be careful who he shares it with and where he's sharing it to.
That looks horrible. Sorry, guys. I mean,
Wow.
I'm sure not blurry. It looks fine, but right now it looks like the monster from PT. Like
Well,
the
It
ghost.
doesn't look like
the
Joker.
Joker.
Like who?
Wait, but if the Joker is based off Frank Miller, I thought Frank Miller's Joker was gay.
What?
It's unclear.
It's unclear.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I think he's something else entirely. Unclassifiable.
Well, I'm like Purple Suit or GTFO.
Yeah. I kind of like the white suit from Dark Knight Returns that he wears on the David Letterman endocrine show.
But he had like a purple shirt underneath, which is like,
Did he?
okay,
Oh, yeah.
so he's got some purple.
So you want hues of purple,
I want
Yeah.
purple.
Yeah.
Purple and green.
purple rain.
Hulk colors. Give me some Hulk colors.
Space Poppy says, I bet oh, I don't think I should read that. I'll read it. I bet Jared Leto gets laid a lot. Thanks, Space Poppy.
I like the Troy Baker nod, who is also
Yes.
in Transformers Robots in Disguise. So,
Meow.
Nice.
see what I did there?
We've had him here a couple times. He's dreamy. I could say that, right? I
you
met
can
his
say that.
wife, so it's okay for me to say that.
Yeah,
no,
it is
it's
okay.
actually not okay for me to say that because I've met his wife.
I don't
know anymore.
I'm trying to side with you on the side. Pick a side.
He's dreamy.
Okay, good.
All right, what else do we have?
news.
Oh,
More
this is,
news.
we'll give this to Livio.
So I read this one right here?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Go for it.
Ants go to the movies too. I mean,
And we're done. No
who
kidding.
do you think cleans up all the popcorn and soda you leave behind in the theaters? Well, Marvel isn't counting them out. As you can barely see, Marvel has continued the genius marketing plan for the upcoming Ant-Man with these pint-sized billboards. So far, these have only popped up in Australia, but start bringing your magnifying glass with you when you go out because you never know when they'll pop up in your neck of the woods. So expect to see Ant-Man along with his ant friends this summer.
That's adorable.
Those are pretty adorable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now, if I come across one of these, I'm totally swiping it.
That's what I said.
It's
like
mine.
How are they stopping people from doing that?
I don't know.
well, it's Australia. They're like, oh mate, there's a billboard. Oh God, take the bus. You know, and then they just go. Like Australia's really chill.
Look at that.
They're so cute, but I know I want one. I think they're good. They're probably not going to put them in LA because people swipe them.
They
Yeah,
will
those will be
swipe
gone.
them.
Gorilla glue them, you know, or like have a shrine.
No,
somewhere.
I will.
Yeah.
There's like
I
a
will
10
sit there
foot
until
pole
it
that goes
becomes
all the way down to the ground.
It's like earthquake proof. It's like drilled into the earth.
I will cut out the ground just to take it. I'm just saying that. Like if it's,
So if you see Lucas running around LA with a jackhammer, you've been forewarned, Marvel.
that's why.
That's hilarious.
It's not to kill people.
You'll kill ants.
With
I'm
a
not a killer.
jackhammer? I hope not.
I mean,
I keep doing this. What is this? A billboard for ants? Everything that happens with Ant-Man, I turn it into a Zoolander quote.
As you
Zoolander.
should.
You've been warned.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you should.
What else do we
Here
have?
we go. Daredevil is a success and has been renewed for a second season to come out in 2016.
Surprise, surprise.
Though Netflix won't reveal the ratings numbers, it's reported the show is the second highest pirated TV show, following HBO's Game of Thrones, with downloads from more than 2.1 million individuals have been reported. I love that we judge the success of a show based on the crime
piracy, yeah.
associated with it.
That's great.
With its success and tie-ins with the MCU, fans want to know if and when we will see the likes of Daredevil and the other Defenders hit the big screen. Well, now it's been rumored that we could possibly see them alongside the Avengers in Avengers Infinity War Part 2.
Well, it made Lucas bite his fist. Made Lucas bite
so
his
excited.
fist.
Yay!
Do,
I'll take
do,
it.
do, 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 do.
It's mine.
No,
This is
you
mine
can't.
now.
You can't be promoting Friends on this show.
I'm promoting me. I'm the winner. I wasn't
Oh,
the winner
that's true.
technically, but you know. I
Put it away until Friends makes a comic book.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I would read a Friends comic book.
Yeah, you would.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
As I would too.
I would.
I want to see you draw a Friends comic book.
I don't want to see
Please.
it.
So funny.
Well, didn't Adam Hughes do that one cover of Wonder Woman where he actually made the kids, like she's in a playground and all the kids are the different Friends characters.
Really?
So you see, yeah, so like you see Ross and Rachel and
know.
Monica. I'll have to find it. It's really cute. I'll put
So
it on
funny.
I'll put it on the interwebs.
I love
But we're
that.
off subject.
Our dear friend Short But Evil, one of our regular viewers here, pops in and goes, "Who are you people?" Well, Short But Evil, we're happy you asked. This is Mairghread and Livio. They are, I'm going to butcher your last names, I'm sure. Mairghread Scott and Livio Ramodelli.
Yeah.
There we
We
go.
came here to bring the hardest names ever.
That's
on this
why they're
podcast,
here.
so, yeah.
They are a writing and she's a writer. He's an artist on the IDW Transformers comic series. So we're very, very honored and happy to have them join us tonight for the entire show against their will.
Yeah.
Against their will.
Yep.
We've taken their keys and Lucas has eaten them.
They got balls and chains attached to their legs.
Balls.
I'm glad you said and chains. I was like, where is he going with this? Okay. Are
we on the next side?
We
Yep.
are.
Bam.
Hit us with it.
Okay, I will in your face.
Oh, this is
DC
perfect. This is perfect.
DC fans may declare NBA player DeAndre Jordan as the luckiest man on earth, as he not only got to touch, feel, and sit in the new Batmobile, but he got a closer look at the DC Trinity's costumes for the Batman v Superman film. But lucky us, he brought a camera called his phone with him to share his experience. I'm kidding, it's a real camera. Wonder Woman's costume is hands down the one being talked about as the most, as fans can rest assured that the primary colors will in fact be incorporated into her costume.
Wow. What do you guys think?
I'm not a big fan of the no undie soups. I've never been a fan of that one ever since they
It just
changed it.
Emphasizes the penis.
Like,
Yeah, it's got
it
a-
looks
it's
like
got a
it's
big
holding a
bulge.
bowling ball.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to bowl. And there's my
Is Joel
Kidding.
Schumacher like a producer for this film or something?
It's-
Does he
I
have
mean-
like a word?
and
to put in
Batman's
for the
packing,
costumes?
too.
Batman's
Yeah.
packing, but
Although weirdly, the booty shorts kind of work on Batman. Like, I'm not minding it.
and the texture, like there are other photos out there. I'm sure you guys have all seen them of the different like materials and the printed quality that they put on the suits and everything like that. I just don't like the full blue. I think what's throwing me off is at least even with the new 52 Superman, he had a red belt, and there's nothing. There
Yeah.
is. I mean, if
Yeah.
Soups needs to pee,
He looks rather naked.
He's got like a more
it
darker
looks like
blue.
there is a
Is
belt
there
there.
something-
Yeah,
but it's
there's like a
blue
darker
belt.
blue like thing that they had in the first film. Like I don't know what you would call
but you
that.
know, I've had a lot of
Is
friends.
Wonder Woman in heels? That's my biggest concern, as
Yeah,
always.
come on now.
We'll
Unless
find
they're
out.
blades.
Well,
I'm not
Ooh.
cool with it.
in closer pictures of Gal Gadot's like statue or mannequin or whatever that is, she looks pretty buff.
Well, that's the thing, and that's the one thing that's throwing me off is because I'm curious to know if they made these models to scale or they just put models together to wear these outfits because at least in the photos of Gal Gadot wearing this, the skirt's not that short, which leads me to believe everything is, she's smaller, framed, and they just are able to put, because who knows, maybe this is her stunt double's outfit. You know, like it might not be hers. But that being said, I'm actually not, you know, I've had a lot of friends, well, she's not wearing her onesie. You know what, she looks like she could kick butt in it. And there's a lot of battle damage on it when you look at the up close pictures. I'm happy with that. The tiara, I mean, it makes sense. Her tiara looks like one of those things that soccer kids use to protect their heads when they headbutt people.
There you go.
Right? That's what they do in hockey.
Practical. I'm going to bring in some comments in from the chat. Wiggles wanted you guys to know he's a big fan of the Transformers comics.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see. There was, I think Butt Dickus said, all I see is, I think it was something along the lines of Bat Bulge or something.
Yeah.
Of course. That goes, yes.
For Evaplay asks, and I noticed this right away too, how is Batman buffer than Superman? Because he's significantly... Can we see that picture again, Neo, if you don't mind?
What
At least in the way this is...
No, that's not it.
Oh, we have...
Oh, we lost Neo.
Oh.
Nope, that's
Neo's
not
dead.
right.
He's having a stroke.
And there's a
Strokes all
strange
around.
buzz coming out of the monitor.
That's what happens when Neo plays Tamagotchi.
No, that's
There we
not
are.
the right picture. Nope, it isn't. Nope, there we are. Yes,
Yeah.
okay, there we go. See how much buffer he is?
Well, he's closer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like look at the ratio of head to shoulder.
I think what they're trying to do is probably make him seem stockier and make Superman seem taller. You think that's
I mean,
Maybe.
although technically of the three, Batman's the only one who actually needs to work out.
That's
for
what I
his
was gonna
powers.
say.
Like,
That's true.
That's what I was
Yeah,
going to
and-
say. Like, I
yeah.
feel like Soups just eats Cheetos all day,
Yeah.
and he'd still wake up
Yeah.
looking like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, like Batman. And, you know, if we're going off of the Dark Knight, Batman, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
older,
huge.
you know, and like older people put on muscle
even
weirdly.
Could be also
Yeah.
too that the idea is that because remember in some versions when Batman gets older he like adds cybernetics to his suit.
Yeah.
Could
Right,
be
yeah.
something along those lines.
Indeed. There is a question here. Ceramic Dragon is requesting that we make the sound when Transformers transform.
Oh, that's all you as a writer.
Oh
Sure.
yeah. Which by the way, the hardest part of my job is figuring out how to spell those
Oh,
sounds.
yeah.
Okay, it's like a.
I like it.
Beautiful.
I like
Oh my
it.
God.
Gorgeous.
If you can throw a crack-a-boom into one of the comic books, I'll be very excited. And so will Benjamin Dunn.
Oh, I got something to talk to you about later, Jack.
Is there a crack-a-boom in there?
There, I gotta double check if it was this week's book. But
Okay.
continue on with the news.
Yes, guys, please keep bringing in your questions for our special guests. We will drop them in whenever we have holes in the programming, which will be frequently because it's live, and we have 2 hours to fill.
2 of them.
But I see you guys are keeping a healthy conversation about the Bat Bulge and the Super Bulge going. So cool. Hashtag class it up.
Yep.
Hashtag class it up. Hashtag
class
class it up.
Say what?
So Marvel is teaming up with Oscar-winning writer and producer of 12 Years a Slave, John Ridley, to bring you a new superhero TV show on ABC. This is separate from the reported Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spin-off and is rumored on Reddit, credible,
Yeah, well.
to revolve around Kamala Khan, a.k.a. Ms. Marvel, and deal with modern-day issues of Islamophobia. That's kind of ballsy.
Yeah.
If this is a real thing. The post has since been removed from Reddit, making this seem all the more legit.
Yeah.
That's interesting, and I actually have serious doubts that is true. Because shows are ratings driven, and they might be, I mean, it's taking a huge risk.
Marvel
Taking
takes
a
all
huge
those
risk.
risks.
It
only
would be the
thing that
right
would
thing
make-
to do, but
The only thing that would make me question it is I feel like Kamala Khan would be so much cheaper to do animated than a live action version because she
Yeah.
has stretch powers.
yeah.
And like and
That's
she's
right.
already a more hopeful younger
Yeah.
literally younger
Yeah.
superhero.
Yeah.
It would surprise me that she would be the one that they would go after for a live action TV show.
Yeah. I've been equating her to, the way Batgirl is currently being written, like
Yeah.
the same demographic. I think Ms. Marvel is that for the Marvel side of things right now, and I
We're gonna
mean,
talk about that tonight.
I'm Team DC, but having read both like recently, I'm like, Ms. Marvel's to me right now more fun.
Remember that for later, guys.
I was
No.
going to say, we're not having
Danger
our
room.
argument. Thank you very much, Jennifer Zhang.
Immediately forget what I said.
But there's speculation about it as well on the internet saying, well, why is this is the new Miss Marvel? Why would she go by Miss Marvel? You know, when Captain Marvel hasn't even been introduced, like Carol Danvers hasn't even been introduced into the MCU yet. People are thinking that it might go the Daredevil route, how she won't have a name until later on in the season, or until when, Miss Captain Marvel.
So it's Miss Marvel if you're nasty. Is basically what happened.
Quick,
I guess I'm nasty?
No, well, yeah.
not if you have to say it like that. I guess I'm
I'm nasty. He's at the strip club. You want my dollar?
Can I have change?
Can you break a 20?
Wiggles is asking, what is your favorite Transformers comic? Mine is Beast Wars: The Gathering.
There was one came out a few years ago called The War Within. Actually, more like 15 years ago at this point. We're old, but like that was really good. I like that a lot. The old Marvel ones,
Last Stand of the Wreckers, All Hail
yeah.
Megatron.
Last Stand of the Wreckers is
really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, probably our favorites.
The
There
ones
you
we
go.
make that you should be buying.
Yeah.
Wow, yes, wow. This is the best book I've ever read in my life.
Now, you guys, we haven't mentioned it yet, but stick around for the entire show because we will be giving away digital codes and actually physical copies.
Physical copies signed.
So much stuff being given away.
You guys, so much stuff being given away. We might even give away Lucas's car.
We are pretty
What?
much
What?
we are pretty much the Oprah of comic book shows.
You get a comic book. You get a comic book.
You get Lucas's car!
Okay. That's what happens when the females outnumber the males.
Boom.
Is like Oprah references.
And Jacqueline gets her Mirakuru.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Mirakuru. I did it for Jonathan London. Okay. What else do we have here? Whose turn is it?
DC Warner Brothers are reportedly looking to cast someone to play Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan for the Green Lantern movie slated for 2020. Not the news show, but the year.
I knew they were
2020.
going to do this. I knew it.
Yeah, I guess the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern is too fresh on people's minds, so they want to switch it up. So Tyrese Gibson, they may be looking at
No.
He's been campaigning for that role for like months now.
You know who else has been campaigning for that role?
He didn't.
Idris Elba.
No, that's
No.
Oh, Idris Elba would be a great Jon
Amazing
Stewart.
would that
He would be great. He has the right head.
Yeah.
He'd be good at
does.
so many things.
Plus,
He really
but
would.
see, but plus he's got a little bit of the age because I like, since he's got the military background,
Yeah.
and he's
The
left the
grizzled
military
kinda-
and gone into like architecture. It's like, okay, I buy,
Yeah.
like.
Would that be your top casting pick for Jon Stewart?
Yeah, I think he's badass,
Idris
right?
Elba?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fan manipulation art out there.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
he's with
Yeah.
Marvel
That's pretty
now
cool.
and Thor, right? So it's,
Well,
I don't know how you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Has
Heimdall.
no actor has done that, right?
People have
Been
gone
in-
back and forth.
Well,
Ryan Reynolds
and
Halle
Well,
Berry.
but I think
done
he's
the
going back and
most.
forth because like his Green Lantern stuff is over.
Yeah.
It seems like Idris
Well-
Elba's coming back to Thor.
Well, he was Deadpool first.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
he got
no,
brought
you're right, you're
into-
right, you're
Hey,
right.
Ben Affleck,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's
Daredevil.
Daredevil, then
That's true.
Batman.
But they have to come back from like a nuclear explosion of a movie.
Yeah,
And then they like
exactly.
come out of the rubble and they're like,
Yeah.
bathe me in your products, and then they turn into the different team,
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's very smart. And I'm going to say something controversial, but I actually think Will Smith might do it well, too. Just because he's intense and he's
I can see that.
versatile.
Yeah.
He should not be Deadshot.
No.
No.
Nope.
That was weird casting.
That
Yeah.
was.
Well, that movie,
So out
I
of
can't wait
place.
for Suicide Squad. David Ayer's a serious director.
Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
She
amazing.
was that was spot on casting.
Yeah.
But Dickus says Jon Stewart should play Jon Stewart. I don't know
Oh.
that would be
That's
good casting.
hysterical.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jon Stewart from The Daily Show.
He like
Oh.
interviews all of the villains before he destroys them with he wills a desk that he just sits at and like interviews people with. So
He's the one Green Lantern to figure out that all he needs for his power is like, oh, I just need to want this a little bit more.
Absolutely. Now,
All right.
I believe it's Livio's
My
turn
turn?
in the
Okay.
hot seat. Mhm.
Oh, AMC's Preacher, which I really hope is good because that comic's amazing. Surely coming together as they officially cast Dominic Cooper, who we all know as Tony Stark's father, as Jesse Custer. The show has also added Elizabeth Perkins from Weeds as Jesse's mother.
And I believe we have a picture.
So that is a jump, another jump that we are confirming.
That looks pretty dead on.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, that's kind of perfect.
I love this actor. He is so versatile. I mean, I think it was Devil's Double or something like that. There was a movie where he
Oh
literally.
yeah, yeah, that is him. Yeah,
He's
you're right, yeah.
he is so underrated, and I think
Yeah.
it's just because his first movie out the gates was Mamma Mia. You guys,
Oh yeah.
you gotta let him be.
You gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
I actually saw this homeless man on the street today, and he had a sign of Frozen, and underneath it said, "Bitch, let it go, let it go." And I was like, "Thank you."
And you started singing to him. Let it go.
Lucas never.
No one went with you on that.
You know, Lucas is. We should do a montage of all the times Lucas has tried to get that song going on the show. It's
What?
a lot.
Has
Yeah.
it been?
Is
Yeah,
it a
it really
drinking
has.
game
I don't know.
with Bud Light and Miss Prime?
This is the first time I recall this, but okay.
Marissa will sing with you. There you go.
Marissa, get into Skype, and we'll do it.
She's here.
Oh, here we go. You want
But
to
she's
sing
probably
along?
you're muted.
Aw.
You're probably muted. No, we mute you, not you muted you. Yeah.
She's so
Yeah, we're a bunch of bastards here.
That's terrible. Mairghread.
All right. Zack Snyder planned to finally release the Batman v Superman trailer in select IMAX theaters for fans around the nation, but someone else had different plans as they leaked the trailer days before, forcing Zack and Warner Brothers to release the trailer online. But Zack got the last laugh. Wow, this really sounds like a comic book. The last laugh, as the IMAX version of the trailer included 5 extra seconds of footage, and everyone that attended received passes to see the finalized film a week before its release date.
Wow.
Yeah, I leaked it. So what? Come after me.
Come after me.
Bold.
What? I'm right here.
That's actually because there's been a lot of speculation as to how this movie will perform. I think that it's a bold move for
really
Warner
is.
Brothers to actually have a screening for this show.
Because what if it's terrible? Then the early scoop is that it's terrible, but this is showing their confidence.
I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that they will not even, there's the reason why embargoes exist a lot of times for reviews. And there's been a lot of speculation around, there's been a lot of hype around this movie because it is considered the rival to what Marvel is putting out there. So the fact that they're putting it a week out and saying, here you go.
Well, I think especially with the shakiness of some of the reviews that Man of Steel got, it's
Yeah.
like if they don't sell this
Yeah.
as being on par with Marvel, it's really going to damage them in the long term.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
if they
this
don't
is
fix the
kind of do
problems.
or die for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, what did you guys think about the? Don't feel compelled to answer if it's too controversial. But what did you guys think of the trailer?
It was very effective at making me afraid of Superman. I'm not sure why I want to be afraid of Superman, but he felt very sinister and menacing.
He's kind of like. I mean, it was weird because so the Injustice comics have been exploring the idea of a tyrannical Superman, right?
Which are amazing.
Those comics are amazing, and that giant statue of Superman that they have in the trailer made me kind of equate that. Like, it would be kind of a drastic turn that he would have taken from like the first movie.
Yeah.
But they did
Kill a whole bunch of people in the first movie, though.
did.
Like,
Metropolis
He did.
is like gone. Like
Yeah.
It's like you
With
don't know your battle.
that's totally fine.
we have no home, but here's a kid and here's some Doritos.
It's like you're the most powerful being on the earth. Take the fight somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, look, there's a lot of my actor friends and a lot of my writer friends. The big issue with them was character flaw, in terms of or character continuity more so with Supes. But I don't know what I think is interesting is making him giving him the villain, I don't know, color or whatever. It kind of, because my biggest fear was when I was reading Dark Knight. What was it? The Dark Knight Begins or
Returns?
something? Yeah, Returns. It was. I mean, Superman to me was just pompous. Like he was just arrogant, and there was like so when Batman was beating up on him, I was like, okay, you're just being bitter. Like you're not. There was no justification. So I think to kind of put that villain lens on it
Yeah.
justifies it more for me why he is so afraid and why he's roided out in his costume.
Yeah, well, was that just me, or did anyone else feel like that trailer was designed to sort of make you feel like, oh my God, Superman's coming, like,
I think
everybody
it was-
run?
It was designed to show you Superman through Batman's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he, there was some quote, I'm surprised it's not in our, maybe it wasn't an official quote, I don't know, but someone was saying that Henry Cavill had mentioned that this may not be a Superman film after all.
Oh,
That
it's
like
not a
Batman.
Man of Steel sequel.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Man
what
of
he was
Steel.
saying.
Oh yeah,
see,
they were
gotcha.
saying that. Yeah.
But that's like, it's still like a sequel. It's the next.
Yeah.
But I
step of the
agree with
story.
you that all the aesthetics and your viewpoint comment, like, this is definitely going to probably be Batman's film with
Yeah.
Superman in it than Superman's film with Batman in
Yeah.
it.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the darkness of it. I just kind of feel like Superman, and it was kind of my problem with Man of Steel a little bit. He's such a hopeful character that it's
Yeah.
like a little bit more of that I would have liked, you know.
Yeah,
More
And again, I
cheerfulness.
think you have a great point that like this trailer is definitely like Batman's perspective on him. But yeah, I hope the movie itself has some kind of
Lightness
Yeah.
to him.
yeah. And I'm assuming they'll be friends by the end. I don't think we all think it's gonna be this
No.
fight to the
He just
actual
kills
death or
Superman
one of
and
them.
No,
So-
it's not gonna happen.
We
Yeah.
missed
I'm
an
calling it right now.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Neo, do you happen to have the clip that we used to play of the leaked Superman Batman footage? I think it was in the hype machine.
Wait, don't we have kids watching?
If you end up getting a hold of it at any point, just let me know, because you guys, we've had in our hands for a while.
For a
leaked-
while.
Long time.
Leaked footage of Batman and the Batman v Superman
Oh.
movie. So
Yeah,
we
it
might
was-
have that coming up soon.
Yeah, we keep sharing it. I'm surprised the internet hasn't picked up on it and
Yeah.
flooded it all over the
Indeed.
internets.
All right, Ms. Jackie.
Okay, I'm going to read now. Where are we?
This one.
The Oscar one? No, this one.
one.
Here we go. With the upcoming Rogue cut of X-Men Days of Future Past coming this summer, a fan tweeted actress Anna Paquin asking her if she'd ever return to play Rogue once again. She said she would under one condition. If I get to fly, absolutely. She replied, comic book Rogue gets to fly, and I never did. I want to be a badass Rogue, not a shy teen Rogue.
Interesting. I don't know. I've seen a recent photo of her.
She's like totally like a stick, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see her buff. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's
Well-
not like Hollywood ever makes anyone look buffer than they are.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue has like
Good
a full body suit, so they can buffer up that way. But I've seen like maybe one episode of True Blood, and watching that episode, I feel like that's Rogue. That's Rogue right there. That's the Rogue that should have been in at least the sequel in X2. Like in the first one,
She's trying to find her way.
Yeah, she's just learning about her powers, and this is how she was in the early comics. She was a very shy teenage girl joining the X-Men after being with the Brotherhood. So, but yeah, she should have evolved in the second one, I think, more.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would love to see her fly. I don't know how they would make it happen, because with Miss Marvel being in Marvel Studios' hands,
Yeah.
but maybe that's one of the characters that are on the fine line of Quicksilver,
Well, I mean,
Scarlet
in
Witch.
theory, she
That's
can.
true, yeah.
And she just needs a mutant who has the power of flight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as long as she gets her hand, I mean, they could bring back Banshee, and she could,
Well, I mean, I want her to
that
be
way.
strong and invulnerable too.
that'd be great too.
I essentially want her to have Miss Marvel's powers.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna skip ahead to. I'm gonna skip the next news peg. You guys at home will never know what it is, so that we can get to the other segments of our show here. But fitting for today's episode, Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner officially confirmed plans for Transformers Expanded Universe.
What?
Oh,
no.
She dropped her phone. She was so excited.
So amazing! I dropped my
God.
phone. Hasbro has hired Akiva Goldsman to lead a group of writers to create a strategic plan for the franchise and wants to fast-track several sequels and spin-offs. A sequel to Transformers 4 is expected to hit theaters in 2017. Thoughts? Our Transformers experts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like what's happening with Star Wars now. You're like opening the floodgates to a lot of movies, and just
Yeah.
I hope the quality will stay good. You know, I think but I think the advantage Transformers has more than like any other franchise is like between the third and fourth movie, they changed out like all their lead actors, and
Yes.
they didn't dent like the box office at all.
Yeah.
And I can't think of another franchise that could do that. Like get rid of all their actors, and like people really are going for like the robots.
Yeah.
So
That's all.
yeah.
Special effects.
So yeah. What do you think?
I mean, I think it'll be really interesting. I mean, like I'm just thinking of all the implications this could have. Like a year from now, Mairghread is like, "What does this mean for my job?" Sorry, I'm having a little existential crisis right here.
They
Like,
get hired.
how expanded is this? Do I have to? What continuity do I have to line up with?
More writers.
I know.
I know. Yeah, I'm not one of these people.
Not yet.
I want to be clear. No, not yet. I'm available though, for a very reasonable fee.
Doesn't it open up possibilities of like things that are your creation to make it into like the big screen and to have to branch off into other universes?
Probably.
Oh yeah, and I think
Yeah.
that'd be really cool. I'd love to see if they do an extended universe that will be able to get some of the other
adapt something.
franchise, like a Beast Wars, and
Yeah.
you know, like get some more
Yeah.
factionalism and stuff in there.
It would be cool to kind of open it beyond the concept that everyone knows of just like
Yeah.
two armies fighting each other in the streets. Like there is like more to it. So
Well, I also really liked in the third movie. I loved the U.S. military like taking down Transformers.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was kind of cool. I always kind of wanted Transformers 1 to just be like sort of like a G.I. Joe Transformers mashup, and it's just, you know,
Yeah.
the Josh Duhamel's squad with the Transformers. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, was the third one the one where like they're taking down like Bumblebee on the dam? They're like,
I think that time was the first one. The third
That's
one's like
the first one?
Chicago.
Yeah, the third one's
But-
Chicago,
yeah.
and like, but the military has like squirrel suits, and they're like grappling, hooking up
Yeah.
Transformers and stabbing them, and it takes like
Yeah.
a Transformer kills like 3 guys before they go down, but you know, still like, kudos to you,
Yeah.
Marines or
Yeah. How do you train for that? Okay,
Aim
you have a
for
giant machine
good job, guys.
and just stick your squirrel suit on it. Face Poppy says, I want to see a Transformers sitcom.
That'd be great.
That's more than meets the eye. In the bar scenes,
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Gonna
and
have
we
to-
basically put Cheers in Transformers Windblade, so come on by, the water's
I like
warm.
Optimus Prime is the dad of the household, and he's also an accountant. Perfect.
Oh, you guys! It looks like our very own Neo here has uncovered the Superman v Batman footage that we have in our archives.
Ooh.
Just to set it up, guys. In case you don't know, Jace Hall is the head of Twin Galaxies now proper, and he used to work as the senior VP of Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. He has a lot of friends throughout Warner Brothers, and one of the perks of having him be our boss is that he gets access to early stuff, including the Superman v Batman. Like, I don't know, it's a little rough, but it's like on-set footage, and
I think it looks great.
yeah,
I hope
for
it
for not
makes it to the
having
final
color
film.
correction and
Yeah.
you know all that stuff, it's good choreography. I think we get to see how buff the actors got for it. So enjoy. This is a comic book show exclusive. All right, that's cool. You guys.
Oh, I wanted them to say, "Fuck you."
There you go.
It's really expensive. Wow.
It does.
The budget's really high.
Crazy.
And
yeah.
Ben Affleck, really, I think people had doubts about him
Yeah.
buffing up for it.
Sold.
Yeah.
Kudos to them doing their own stunts like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
great.
Yeah.
That turn that Batman did, I mean, like, I could never do that.
Yeah. we made Neo giggle. Okay. All right. So moving right along here. Let's see. We're nearing the end of the news here, guys. So hang tight with us. Wait, hold. Is it my turn yet? No.
Wait, there's more news, but I don't see it.
You don't want to do the
Oh, wait, is
the
this it?
records?
Okay.
No, we're skipping that.
Okay. Dead.
Here we go.
Okay, who's going?
Do it,
who just
Jackie.
Okay, actors Timothy Carmelet from Interstellar, Nat Wolff from Paper Towns, Tom Holland from In the Heart of the Sea, Liam James from The Way Way Back, and Asa Butterfield from Hugo are all rumored to be up for the role of Marvel Studios Spider-Man. Which one do you think should play your favorite webhead? A decision needs to happen quick, as he'll be making his first appearance in the MCU in just about a year in Captain America Civil War.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm
I
liking
don't
the
know
first
any
one.
of these people.
They all need a tan, that's what I think.
Oh, good. There's a pictorial graph.
Yeah.
They are
Good.
playing Peter
Yeah.
Parker though.
Oh, that's just true.
So.
Yeah, I'm thinking the first one, Timothy Carmelet.
I don't know, his eyebrows are too menacing.
You guys,
Still
I think
holding out hope for Miles, man.
Oh.
He'll come.
I
He'll
know.
have his
The
day.
last Miles.
You're like, I'll do
hanging
it!
on.
He'll have his day. Marvel's doing it right. They're introducing Peter Parker first, and then when that actor gets too
And then they'll
old.
kill him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Exactly.
that's
You
true.
guys, what if Zayn left One Direction to play? No, never mind. I'm not gonna put that.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna put that into the world.
I already
Sorry.
just got over that.
I know,
I'm
right?
sorry you're doing this to
I'm sorry. All right, so the fan-backed documentary by director John Schnepp, The Death of Superman Lives, or What Happened, is hitting select theaters at the end of this month. And the long-awaited film will tickle every 90s comic book movie nerd's fancy with interviews with would-be director Tim Burton, costume designer Colleen Atwood, and writer Kevin Smith about the ill-fated film that would have starred Nicolas Cage in the iconic role. The trailer hit the web this week. Hit it, Neo. Let's take a look. Do you guys know John Schnepp? The director? Super cool guy.
Is he? No.
He's a nice
I can't
guy.
wait for this documentary.
Actually, like, he like, is obsessed with this, so I'm so glad he's able to make this.
Well, it started as I guess I will, and then it blossomed into this.
I've been waiting for this for a long time. Like, he's been talking about this for years, right?
Yeah. Like,
Well,
at least 2.5 years.
Because he would do it, and then he'd run out of money, so then he'd have to fund it again, then he'd run out of money. So
I actually just got tickets to this for the Egyptian next week. I don't know if you guys saw it, but yeah, are you guys going?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm going. Matt invited me last night.
I'm not going.
You
Oh,
should go to it.
I know I
gonna
should.
be fun.
just
but-
go. Just sneak in. Okay, is this Matt's costume here?
Yeah, did Matt?
You know, from that perspective, it was a big disappointment because I think he would have really stretched in a way that.
Because of NDAs, we can't say that.
And maybe
Ooh.
Tim Burton, Superman.
Mike's hot.
As in, it's gonna burn us, or is that someone can hear us?
I always felt it was a missed opportunity because I think
Here's now?
really interesting movie.
Yeah. Okay. Then I don't know how to help.
The way that Tim's take on it and with Nick
Was it the hand mic?
at that point.
Sorry.
Lucas.
Tim was not a comic.
You can pop it.
More of a
Well, yeah, but we're.
take this apart, look at the fundamental roots of it, and let's build it back up. I was always so excited by that footage. It's priceless. It's fantastic.
Thank you, Juan.
Referring to this footage as the Holy Grail. It is like the Holy Grail.
I love. Oh, did they already show the guy trying to get in the suit?
Insulting their Superman. I'll tell you something. She doesn't belong to you. I always look at Superman and go, can we get the diapers off him a little bit? If it's what you do for a living and you're excited about it yourself, the audience better be excited about it. They just wanted us to go crazy. They just said, just draw monsters. Now when you think about it, if somebody was like, would you like to see a Nick Cage Superman movie? I'd be like, and yes, take all my money because I want to see what that looks like.
I wonder how many hockey jerseys Kevin Smith has.
Boom, there you go. It's going to be revelatory.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Yes, indeed. And we have one last news item, which I feel like...
A girl should read it.
I feel like Mairghread, that's right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm starting
you're
down
right.
myself. I feel like Mairghread should do it as a pioneer of females helming comics.
Sure. DC, Warner Brothers, and Mattel have realized the untapped potential of their female fan base, more specifically their young female fan base, and have announced a new show today, DC Superhero Girls, which will feature cartoon versions of DC's most popular female superheroines. Sorry, I added female there.
No,
I don't
that's
know
all
why.
right.
Superheroines and supervillainesses as relatable teens. We've got a picture of the teaser poster. What do y'all think?
What do you think?
I think this is our cosplay for Comic Con, you guys.
I know we need to.
We'll be adorable. Soup's adorbs.
Well, who's going to play Supergirl?
Who isn't? You, Neo.
Come on.
Aw. Can Guru please be Batgirl and have a beautiful beard?
I wonder if they're going to keep Sumali as Katana, because she did that voice for Batman.
Beware the Batman.
Yeah.
Huh.
You never know.
Well, what I really like about this is, one, like the costume redesigns are very modest, right? They're age appropriate, and it's racially diverse. And I mean, has there ever been anything like this? Powerpuff Girls, I guess, would be the only thing I could think of.
Powerpuff Girls, Super Best Friends Forever.
I love Super Best Friends Forever.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, Totally Spies-ish.
For the chicks?
Yeah.
Or what are you trying to like a crossover or like a girl team
something geared
over?
towards young females specifically, that it's like all superhero based.
But
Sailor
all ladies?
Moon, man.
Sailor
That's right,
Moon?
Sailor Moon.
Oh,
Sailor
wait,
Moon
I'll
is
watch
this
that.
with like 60% more sparkles.
And crying. Like 60%
Yeah.
more crying. I miss my hello.
I'm just concerned about Batgirl's costume. Is that like, how can she get through doors with that thing?
How can she not?
Is
Like
it
a boss. Isn't
I
It's like she's
love,
wearing
yeah, like a
wings.
boss is the correct
Yeah, is that
answer.
a cape
I
or
couldn't
is
tell
that
it was
like
blowing in the wind or
wings?
something. Yeah.
It looks like
Oh my
wings.
gosh, you
Yeah.
guys, I think they're little fairy wings.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I'm
Well,
very
I think if
excited.
they're, I don't think, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get Batgirl fairy wings. Maybe it's a jetpack. That could be kind of neat.
I think it's
That'd
a
be pretty
giant
cool.
She had like a
blade.
little bat jetpack.
So it's Harley, Poison Ivy. Who's above Poison Ivy?
Bumblebee.
Oh.
From you saw her in. She was really big in Teen Titans Go.
She's like
Oh,
Wasp.
okay,
She can
okay.
shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To
And
me,
she's had little stingies.
Oh.
the big question is why isn't Catwoman part of this lineup?
I don't know.
Maybe
Right?
she's like the head villain and like, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe
Are they all heroes too, like Harley and Ivy?
I think this is a time. I'm
The
just
frenemies.
speculating.
The frenemies.
Yeah, I'm
Frenemies, yeah.
speculating here, but it seems like because the premise is so much like they're starting to realize their powers, which obviously this is not going to fit in continuity at
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think they don't actually have real villains in this. I'm guessing.
This is like the Babysitters Club, except
Oh.
instead of babies, it's the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what'd be really neat is if they did Selena Kyle as like almost like an Emma Frost type evil charm school.
Oh,
Kinda.
spoiled kind of.
Yeah.
I
like-
love me my Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for kids. This is for kids.
I'm not touching myself while I'm saying that, okay?
Your auto
Simma.
boobs.
Simma.
And with that, we'll introduce you to a time-honored tradition here on the Comic Book Show, which is when we finish the news, we destroy it.
Just throw it like that. Screw you.
Cathartic.
Happy
Clean it
Earth
up.
Day.
Clean it up.
Which moves us into our next segment. Wait a second. No,
Yeah,
it
we're
doesn't.
talking about
ACBC. That's right. Neo, would you mind rolling the clip?
We have a clip.
Is there time to go to the restroom?
Yes, it's about a minute.
Oh, okay. So pee fast. Use the ladies.
You can get burgled. All right, guys, we've been talking about it for weeks. We've been definitely singing its praises. You could see some of the amazing star power this particular convention, only in its first year,
It's gonna be
Has-
its launch.
has amassed in Atlantic City. This is an elevated convention experience. The team behind it has really put a lot of thought into making this, into solving a lot of problems, a lot of issues that people are having with current conventions, right? This is going to be, you're going to have more intimate experiences with creators. You're going to be able to sign up for workshops.
Oh,
You're
wow.
going to be able to have an elevated cosplay party. It's like a masquerade ball on a ferry. I mean, this is a fancy convention. It's great.
It's fancy pants.
It is fancy pants.
Lucas just came back from buying his tickets, but he didn't.
I'm totally gonna be there, guys.
So, if you're anywhere near Atlantic City, we have good news for you. During this episode, thanks to a partnership with POW Entertainment and the convention organizers themselves, we're gonna have tickets to give away.
Today?
Yes.
Holy crap!
This week and every week leading up to the convention. So we're
Whoa.
gonna give away one ticket. Yep, they're pretty
Well, a
generous.
pair
I'm gonna be
tickets,
tuning
right?
in from home for the next few
I
weeks.
know, this guy.
And to find out how you can win, it's going to come up right after the Danger Room segment. So stick around. You could be a winner. You could be a
dude.
wiener.
We have so much we're giving away today.
It's incredible.
We got comics.
We really are the Oprah of comics.
We are the Oprah of comics.
Yeah.
You guys, and it just doesn't stop there.
Nope.
We got a lot in store for you.
Indeed. So I think what we're going to do, because we're going to move into the next segment, which is the Danger Room. But before Lucas gives the introduction, IDW was kind enough to give us lots of digital codes, like a generous amount.
Great.
So I think at the end of every round, we'll have you guys pick a random person out of the chat to receive it. And we can go up to 5 rounds. in this next segment. So
Or 10.
5 of you could be winners. So be vocal, because I'm sure they will be picking people who have the best comments.
Yeah, we could do chat is better than Skype sees, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're doing the chats. So you
Bam.
guys be vocal. You know, show us your asterisk. I got nothing.
That was good.
Thank you.
I was picking up what you were putting down.
Thank
Lucas, what is the danger room?
The Danger Room is where Team Marvel and Team DC go head to head, and you at home get to choose who wins the week. But you have to go to twingalaxieslive.com to be able to vote. So make sure you're doing that. And Marvel won last week. That's a new
did.
change of pace.
Here's our tally board, guys. And at the end of the year, the team that wins for their respective publisher has to buy the other team pizza.
Yeah.
So
Marvel.
the stakes are high.
Marvel won last year, so we got pizza last year.
Yes.
I'm poor, so vote for Marvel. I don't want to have to buy pizza.
So Lucas is representing Marvel solo tonight.
All by myself.
And we're going to have a weigh-in from Livio and Mairghread throughout the segment, and we're going to have their opinions. So we're going to be trying to convince them as well.
Yep.
What do you have for us, Mr. Ackerman?
Oh my
Round
god.
1!
Yeah, Marvel gets to go
Bring it!
first.
And we're not cutting down the segment. We still have 90 seconds, right?
Nope, we're cutting it down. 60 seconds.
We're at
What?
60.
Yep.
Oh.
I wasn't told about this.
Oh, look at him. Now he's all like,
I was
You're
not
wasting
told about
those 60
this.
seconds.
you got your panties in a bundle right now. Look at
I'll
you.
tell you why, because we're a little bit behind schedule.
But I have a piece of evidence that is 1 minute and 28 seconds long.
That is
Okay,
huge.
I'll actually, because I didn't tell you in advance, so you get a gimme for that. Matt, if Matt was here hosting this week, he'd be so pissed at me.
I'm a little,
He
what's
hates it
okay.
when
He
I
would
got
punch you
nothing.
in your face.
He would.
Wow.
And we would just sit here and
He
let
does.
it happen.
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. He does
Because
not.
Matt's just doing what we were all thinking.
Okay, ready?
I'm just going to judge
Pew pew.
Okay.
60 seconds. You got it on the clock. Go.
All right. Oh, go?
No, wait, hold on.
Okay, good. Because I wasn't ready.
you. Psych. Bring
All right,
that
hold
back.
on. Go.
So, guys, I got Miss Marvel number 14. If you guys weren't, we didn't talk about it in the news, but this book is actually up for Eisner Awards for Best New Series, Best Writer, Best Penciler, and Best Letterer. So I haven't read this book in a while, so I thought I'd pick it up, and now I'm on the Kamala Khan bandwagon. This book is about young love, religion, sex, racism, bigotry, and and being a new superhero. So what happens is Kamala meets this new boy. He's pretty much the same as Kamala. He's Pakistani, he's nerdy, and he's inhuman. And here they are. They snuck out at the middle of the night on their first date. Kamala is like, "Oh, can you show me it?" And he's like, "Wait, what?" "Oh, wait, I meant like show me your powers." So his powers is pretty much that he's Gambit. He charges things and makes them explode. Skipping to the far
5
back.
seconds.
Oh my God! Kamala gets kidnapped, and then she uses her powers to get out of there. And there's so much time that I needed to talk about this. I was not told about the 60 seconds. I was not told about
Here
this.
you go. Round 1. Lucas has presented for Team Marvel.
Miss Marvel number 14.
Ms. Marvel number 14. What do we have, Team DC?
I'm throwing the board away because I don't believe in tally. We are going to be doing Convergence number 2.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I just need to.
Lovely miss.
I don't have the luxury of Post-its because I don't believe in them. Okay, hold on a sec.
They don't believe in you.
I shouldn't have used them anyway. I didn't even get to use them
He
anyway.
even writes notes in his Post-its,
I
you guys.
do, 'cause
That's
sometimes I
pretty
forget what I'm
freaking
talking about.
impressive.
It's adorbs.
Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'll set this up. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Oh, I could have used my extra 30 seconds there.
Wait. Okay, here we go. All right.
Ready?
Yes.
Boom.
Okay, so I am presenting Convergence number 2. When last we left off, all of a sudden Telos has been taking over and putting a dome that basically prevents any superpowers from happening. We're focusing on Metropolis right now. So basically what's going on is Convergence is happening in different cities, and right now we're looking at Metropolis and all of its fun times. That's not the point. The 60 seconds I'm going to talk about is Dick Grayson basically, he watches his son, he's trying to evacuate his son, and then all of a sudden his son gets blown up. What? And then it's really, really, really depressing. And not only did he lose Barbara, but he loses his son in this giant explosion.
Holy crap.
And then all of a sudden he's transported by Telos onto this Telos planet, basically. Meanwhile, Thomas Wayne is running around and he's trying to figure out in his metropolis how to get out of this dome. And he finds this secret lair, but the thing is, it's not his metropolis. He doesn't know how he found this bat cave that he himself would have created, where in fact, all of a sudden, he runs into his son, Bruce Wayne. That took forever. I feel like he had more time than I did.
What?
No, that was it.
You mean you felt like you had more time than I did?
No, I felt like you had more time than I did.
The iPhone
No.
doesn't lie.
No.
This is sad. This is a really good book, and if I have time to talk about it afterwards.
Convergence number 2 is what DC presents.
so
So guys, you know how this works if you watched the show before. Go to twingalaxieslive.com. It's the only place you can vote, and all it takes is 2 clicks. 1 click to log yourself in via Facebook. We know you have one. And 1 click to vote. It pops up on the screen. We're going to put 1 minute on the clock. And go. We're going to get your opinions about who you think won after the voting is over, so you don't unfairly sway the vote.
Okay, that's good.
But
Less pressure.
I
They have
know.
that kind of power.
Yeah, nice.
You really do. We had a question somebody wanted. Oh, man.
Did you forget?
Oh, Wiggles, please repeat your question because I totally was trying to remember it and then I forgot it just in this very moment. It was something Transformers related.
Or was it?
Darn it.
Can I give a huge shout out right now? So
Absolutely.
all us hosties are wearing clothing that resembles Transformers gears because we're trying to get the street cred that these creators actually have. This was provided to us by Mitmonk. They are a design studio based out of Vancouver. They create leggings, they create shirts, they create unisex leggings. The dudes can wear them. Bottom line is they create really cool stuff. They just came out with a Transformer line and they've given us a code for you guys to use. If you like what you see, go to mitmonk.com and buy what you want to, and then upon checkout, enter the code COMBINER15 and you will get a discount.
Okay, Mr.
Alright.
Lakamaka says vote isn't up.
What? Uh-oh.
The vote wasn't even
It
up.
wasn't up?
See, there's my extra 30 seconds right there.
Uh-oh. Well, Neo, do you mind activating the, after you finish working on it, do you mind activating the Mitmonk bot so people can click on that link? Thank you, thank you.
It is good stuff.
I asked a lot of questions. Well, ask one of them, Wiggle.
Ask all of the questions that weren't answered.
Tell them 12 Banch.
Oh, Duke
Darn.
Nukem was on earlier, and he was asking where Wes is. We have no idea.
No. Booty call.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if
He's
you're
alive.
on Tinder, you might find him.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa. Getting personal there. If Wes was
Alright.
here, he might get
up,
up and walk
guys?
out.
1 minute on the clock. There we go. Okay, cool. Have you guys been reading Squirrel Girl, by the way?
I'm not.
I read the first couple of issues.
Yeah.
I'm always behind, so
Well,
I love the little comments along the bottom
Yeah.
too. Those are fantastic.
the little footnotes. They're cool. I think that's another one that I think is doing a really great job of pulling young girls into the comic book world. So,
But maybe we should tell people how to vote, just in cases.
Yeah, go to
Oh.
twingalaxieslive.com and click on Marvel.
No, go to twingalaxieslive.com, log in. We just use your Facebook because we figured you've already learned how to sign in via Facebook. And then you
Click
click
Marvel.
on DC.
Marvel.
And
Marvel.
you do that because I actually dressed up like an Autobot.
Hey, I dressed up.
You just put a logo on your
I
shirt.
dressed
Cars
up.
look like
Very
you.
accurate outfit.
You know, the
Yeah.
funny
Yeah.
thing is, if you actually go on mitmonk.com, they will actually tell you the source material that they've based this on. Like, I think the Megatron is based off of some 1980-something version of Megatron. So, it's pretty good, you guys.
so what do we have here? Neo, did any votes get tallied?
Marissa says, where's the voting system?
So, I think we should just give it to DC then, because
What?
it makes sense.
It's punishment for
We've
Neo trying to
frozen in
sway the
time.
votes.
Is it really? Is it really?
Is it? How do we tally these votes?
I don't know what to do. This
There's
is
my extra 30 seconds.
so it's so ironic that on the night that we have Transformers, which is highly advanced technology, that our very rudimentary, simple voting system has gone down.
It's almost like the Matrix was like, screw you. Well, Celis Valen and Forever Player, yes, I agree.
No.
I think
agree.
we're gonna have
No.
to.
I
Neo,
agree.
is there?
No.
Do you have the old Moobot system working at all as a fallback?
We can either have them count, since you guys are here,
Yeah.
or We could dance battle.
It'll take a little bit to bring it up.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go for that then, guys. In the meantime, we're gonna ask you a question as Neo. Oh,
Twin Galaxies went down.
are you serious?
Whoa.
Megatron!
Wait, how are people chiming in then? Are they all from Twitch?
They're watching from Twitch. All right, it's all right.
You're doing it wrong, guys. You shouldn't be
Well,
viewing from
let's
Twitch.
let's get Wiggles's comment in or question in as Neo works on helping us resolve the issues here.
Giving CPR to our site.
He wanted to know. Wiggles wanted to know if there's ever any chance of seeing a Unicron origin story.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually. I think a lot of people want to see that, both like creators and readers. There's no plans now that I think we're aware of, but I think it will probably happen.
Yeah, not at the moment. I think it'd be super cool, but I feel like you have to pick just the right moment because kind of once you go into like sentient Satan planet that eats things, like it's hard to like scale back down from that kind of power. You know,
it's like when Galactus shows up. You want to have like a good story. He can't just show up like every Tuesday.
Hey,
I'm here to eat you.
Unless Squirrel Girl's fighting him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that makes total sense.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go with the old system, Neo, rather than wait for them to fix it. Do you have like a estimate that you could tell us when we might be able to get it up?
Well, here's a good question because, you know, a lot of our viewers are usually the big two. For you guys, not just within the Transformers line, but where would you say, you know, let's start there. What would be a good jumping off point for someone who wants to jump into Transformers now? And then what books are you guys reading that are probably non-big two?
Oh, well, I mean, we really did design the Windblade trade, which it's out in trade now. It's also, you can get issues on Comixology and Amazon. It's just called Transformers Windblade, and it's a really great jumping on point for new readers because she's a character that's brand new to the planet, so she's sort of learning as the reader's learning.
Okay.
It also, the current event we have right now, Combiner Wars, directly stems out of that miniseries. So you can read that miniseries and then immediately go into Combiner Wars.
Okay.
Or you can read John's comic, which is the other half of Combiner Wars. That was Transformers Robots in Disguise, which is now just called Transformers.
Okay.
For, you know, like maximum
Yeah.
confused. Like, which comic book is it?
Yeah.
It's Transformers. Which Transformers?
Yeah.
Just Transformers.
Just not diet.
I like to
Not
think of it as Transformers, formerly known as Robots in
Alrighty.
Disguise. Exactly. The comic formerly known
It's
as
like
Robots
a prince,
in Disguise.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's like the prince of Transformer comics.
Wiggles here is recommending a good comic to start off with is Transformers: The Megatron Origin.
Yeah, that is a good
comic.
That's
comic.
true,
Yeah,
yep.
that was before our time, but that's a really good comic. We did
Also,
one.
yours too. Your the
Autocracy, yeah.
Autocracy and
Yeah.
Monstrosity.
Yeah,
That's a nice.
Yeah, we did one that kind of ties into that Megatron Origin comic, which is like a pretty self-contained story. It's great for like new readers. You don't need to know anything about Transformers. It's basically how like Optimus Prime and Megatron went their separate ways and how the war started. So that's a really good jumping on point.
I would say if you read Autocracy, Monstrosity, and Primacy, you would get enough to be able to move into Combiner Wars
I think
pretty
so
quickly.
too. Yeah.
And then the other thing too is just jump in. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, as they're people that turn into stuff. So as long as you can sort of be aware of that, the rest you'll pick up pretty fast.
Is there a synopsis on each issue of previous
We do.
stories?
We try and we also have a
Yeah.
roll call cast list. So.
Yeah, and the trade's usually on the back, like any summarize,
Now, what we did do at the end of round one was we totally welched on our deal and didn't let you guys pick somebody from the chat to receive an IDW digital comic
I
for
know.
Transformers Combiner War. So this is the first winner as selected by our awesome guest today.
You go.
Okay. Oh shoot. So that
Just pick a name,
pick
any
a random name.
Somebody that's been like, you know, the more vocal the better. That way we can
Sure,
encourage them
nice.
to.
You help me.
Okay, I've been feeling like we've been hearing Wiggles a lot.
Yeah.
So good on you, Wiggles.
Yeah.
Wiggles
I'm
3, 2,
gonna vote
3.
I support that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Wiggles! You're the first
Nice.
winner tonight of a digital comic. I believe it comes in a PDF form.
Sure. No, it's actually what happens
CBR?
is no IDW is they linked up to Comixology, so you're actually going to get a Comixology version of the
There we go.
Transformers.
Wiggles, what you got to do is you got to email me, Jen, Jen, at twingalaxies.com. That's it. And then give me your real name and your give me your real name and your Twitch. Yep, your Twitch name and your real name, and then that way I can verify in case I get a lot of replies from people pretending to be you.
And give me your credit card.
And your credit card.
Social Security.
And your mother's maiden name. So
Yep.
Jen, that's Jen, at twingalaxies.com.
Marissa, can you send your question again? Because it was really cool and in-depth, and we completely missed it. So,
Having issues connecting to multiple websites. We're connected to Twitch and everyone's watching without a problem, but I cannot connect out to websites, any website.
That's interesting.
I would have to
Reboot.
restart the router, which would take everything down. Everyone would drop from watching.
Jeez.
Or I can go upstairs real quick, find out if there's something else that's going on.
I think, you know what we're going to do? This is going to be very controversial. But because and Lucas is already looking at me with
No, I'm
glad
excited.
it glazed over eyes.
all right.
I'm
This is what it is, guys. Because our voting system is on the fritz
See,
right
we
now.
can't connect to anything.
Neither one of them. What we're gonna have you guys do is start typing DC and Marvel right now and try to sway the opinions of our guests who are gonna be the deciders.
There we go.
What?
Go.
They have a minute.
You guys have a minute to type DC or Marvel. We're gonna keep an eye on it to see roughly which one is coming up more often, and if it's looking even, we're gonna have our amazing guests tell us who won round one.
And that
What?
being said, Wiggles, if you want to, instead of emailing Jen your stuff, why don't you email your mailing address? So email your name, your Twitch name, and then your address, mailing address. Mairghread and Livio actually had the awesome idea of signing some of our books, so we can send you a copy of a signed copy. So how does that sound?
Absolutely.
Vote DC.
Well, so we have the responses streaming in 4 for Marvel in a row, 4 for DC in a row. DC, Marvel, DC. It's this round is looking pretty tight, so we are probably
here we
gonna
go,
go to
Marissa
you guys
Chastain.
for a tiebreaker. So we have Convergence number 2
Yeah.
versus
Miss Marvel number 14. That's
You
up
guys
for
can read them if you
4.
want right now and just figure
This
it
is up for
out.
4 Eisner Awards,
What do you guys
and
think?
it's well deserved.
It's all on you, man.
All right.
I picked the winner, so you gotta.
Okay.
do the-
I'm torn. Now I'm torn. They both sound really awesome.
How long have we been friends, Lizzie?
I know. I feel horrible, but I'm gonna have to go with Miss Marvel.
God damn
I'm
it.
so sorry.
God damn it.
Just because it sounds like a really innovative thing, and I think anytime a superhero comic gets nominated for Eisner Awards, kind of gets my attention a little bit.
Yeah.
But
That's why I
Convergence
picked it
also
up.
sounds really cool though.
You
so I will
have
read
no
both of
idea.
them. So
There we go, guys. Round 1 goes to Marvel.
Woo!
By
Hey, we're having a party and Livio's not invited yet.
all right, we're gonna move directly into round 2. It is already 10:30, so we gotta
Boogie!
What?
All
We
right.
got 30 seconds
All
now?
right, so
Holy crap.
Lucas, you present because round 2, round 1, you won.
Yes.
Thanks to Livio being
Okay.
on your side.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
ready and go.
Guys, Magneto number 17. This should be nominated for an Eisner Award. So in this issue, it's... Stop talking while I'm talking, Jackie. So Magneto is trying to rebuild Genosha, as he should, as a mutant sanctuary. And someone's raining on his parade by killing mutants that are on the island. And it's this guy. And this guy, he's a ghost from Magneto's past. And look how strange he is. And he's got like squid arms and stuff like that. You know, he's like, what, is this guy like a mutant? How is he still alive? Well, it turns out that there's a mutant on the island who can create illusions, and those illusions become alive. And sometimes those illusions come from other people's consciousnesses. And it came from Magneto's consciousness. So he's like killing a bunch of mutants and everything like that. So there's only one way to stop this guy. Either kill the mutant that's creating the illusions, or kill the person, Magneto, whose this illusion came from. His consciousness. So Magneto has to make a choice, and what choice does he make? Of course, he kills the girl. Oh my God, this little girl. She's Amy. He kills her. He's a
killed
killer
little-
again.
He killed a little girl.
He killed a little girl.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah. He's freaking Magneto, badass.
Marvel presents
I mean, they had
Child
little
killing.
girls dying.
a discussion
How do you
about
like
it
that?
before. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm just gonna kill you.
Can I kill you? Okay, cool.
Here you go. I can go if you
wanna
want to
go?
this round.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's do this.
12-inch knows what I'm
Alright.
talking about. 12-inch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is hard with a
bring
hand
it.
mic.
Do
You want to switch?
Realizing, yeah,
Yeah.
we might have to switch.
Or
for
do you
this
want to
one.
hold? Do you want to?
Or you just want to hold it for me?
Hold it to her mouth.
Am I your bitch?
Yes. Noiches.
All the cuss words tonight. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cock, suck a motherfucker, fuck, turd, and twat.
And our Tourette's-ridden Lucas. All
All
right.
right, let me know when you have a minute on the clock.
Oh,
Wait.
I am ready.
Okay, it's red.
All right, ready? And boom, I'm presenting Catwoman in the Convergence event. Now, this is one of the, I'm going to ramble a little bit because honestly, what I really love about Convergence is we're seeing all of our favorite versions of DC characters coming back, which is why I want to present to you Voluntary Catwoman, one of my favorites. Now, a little backstory on Convergence. I'm sure we all know it by now, but there's a dome that's covered, the DCU, and it renders everyone powerless. Not so much a problem for somebody like Catwoman, who didn't start with powers to begin with, but what it does do is kind of create this Mad Max situation where everything's just gone haywire. And this is an environment in which Catwoman really thrives because she's always protected the slums, which we kind of see here in a lot of cool action-packed scenes. There's a group of people going around hunting humans, wackos. She totally kicks their asses because they deserve it. I really love what this is doing. You see everybody in their element. Catwoman really thrives in the Convergence event. And in the end, you have a guest star that I won't reveal, but his name rhymes with Schmatman.
Shit, man?
Yes, you pervert.
It's
Catwoman,
Catman.
Convergence.
It is. Okay.
I'll give you that.
There's no rhyme.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
There you guys go. Round 2 concludes with Magneto
Number 17.
going head to head with Catwoman. Convergence. 1 minute on the clock for you to just start shouting. Just start typing DC or Marvel. That's how we're gonna go with
See,
it.
look at all these
tonight.
post-its I wanted to talk about.
By the way, people are talking about the rescue bots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marissa Chastain wants to know, did you guys work at all on Rescue Bots?
That's funny that Marissa would ask this because there's someone that we know that worked on that show as well.
Exactly, I did. I worked on the rescue bots. I write for that show, and hands down, it's got to be Blades is the funniest character on that show. Although Cheese is pretty funny too, but I don't know. I love Blades. There's something about being a helicopter that's afraid of heights. That's just, you can't get over that.
That's pretty awesome.
A question I wanted to ask you earlier so you know Greg Johnson?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
because
him.
you mentioned Wolverine and
the
the
X-Men. I met
so-
him through my campaign to save the show, and we had lunch together, and also met up with him at Comic-Con this past year.
He's
a really
the
cool guy.
sweetest guy. Actually, I first met him at Comic-Con when I was dressed as Wonder Woman.
Yeah?
And then when I went to work for him, he's like, haven't I met you before? And I was like, no.
Nope, that wasn't me. That was not me.
Oh, 1 minute has expired, and we have people voting
I see a lot of DC. I'm just
Yeah.
going to throw it out there.
It's because a lot of people are typing it over and over and over again.
Well, it's looking, well, Marvel has the same option. Now, we will submit that to our guest judges here that it seems like there are more people typing DC than Marvel, but the ultimate decision lies with you. DC or Marvel this round?
I am going to say I'm seeing more DC than Marvel this time. I feel like the people have spoken.
DC! Yeah, girl!
Boom, that's one on the board,
Boom.
and one on the board for Marvel, and one on the
Bam.
board for DC. We're going to move right into it, guys. This is lightning rounds.
This
because
is so
we really got to
lightning.
move it along. Jackie.
Yes.
Go.
Okay. Give me 30s and 10s in increments.
All right, cool. I will do so.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Round 3, guys, and Jackie presents.
Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman, you guys. I haven't been this excited about a Wonder Woman book in a long time, and this one's actually really cute. Again, it's compilations of different Wonder Woman stories. The first one's a really sweet story. First, it starts off, you think you're getting a really cute idea of Wonder Woman battling Cheetah, Circe the Sorceress, and Medusa, and she even turns Superman into a pig, and he goes oink all the time. But it turns out it's actually a sister and her sister, and it's basically they're playing with toys of Wonder Woman. And what I really like about it is the little girl gets inspired to become Wonder Woman, and she kind of does her own little mini cosplay, and she gets into a little bucket and says it's the invisible jet, and she ends up reigniting the childhood imagination that her sister has, and her sister starts playing with her with the Wonder Woman things. But that's not the best part. The best part is all of a sudden Lois Lane interviews Wonder Woman, and it is freaking hilarious because there's questions about who do you think is the hottest Superman, or who's hotter, Superman versus Batman, and Wonder Woman goes, "Do you rate your male coworkers like that?"
Sure, Lois Lane
That's
does.
really funny.
All right, guys.
It's so good.
There we go. Team DC has presented Sensation Comics with Wonder Woman.
She's so cute.
And Team Marvel has to come at us with something. What's up?
I can do a MoveBot poll, and
Yeah.
they could vote using the old system, exclamation DC or exclamation Marvel. I can't show the results.
But you can see them.
We can see them.
Okay.
I just told you. I might be able to show.
Okay.
I can
All right.
put that on the meantime while they
We will do that. All right, cool. We're going back to the Democratic system here.
This is
So
when
guys,
Marvel used to always win.
if
system.
you're not familiar with the old system, what you're gonna have to do at the end of this round is type in !vote space DC or !vote space Marvel, and that's gonna cast your vote. So we're kicking it old school. We're going back to our old voting system.
Now, does that go with if they're at Twitch and if they're at twingalaxies.com?
Yeah, it's the same chat.
Okay.
Ultimately. All right, Lucas, 1 minute to make your case.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, don't open the poll yet. Whoever's okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, just vote DC. I mean,
All right, ready?
Yep.
Go.
Guys, so I got Superior Iron Man number 7. This is an awesome comic book. So in the issue, Tony is face to face with his older self. His subconscious was taken from him 8 years ago, and so he's talking to his from himself 8 years ago. And the robot's like, he's in this suit, this consciousness, and he's like, what have you become? What are you doing with your life and everything? You're not the Tony Stark you were. And they have a contingency plan to take him down. First they're going to find out what's wrong with Tony because, he's been inverted from the Axis storyline. Oh my God. But anyway, so the suit kidnaps Tony, that takes him out into space, while Tony's new suit is trying to capture him, try to save him, but this suit isn't capable to be out in space and everything, so that the old suit is able to take it down. So, oh my God. So yeah, they have like a mind-to-mind meeting with the old Tony has just the mustache and everything, not the goatee. Oh my God.
That 60 seconds is tough to make a case for a comic book because I know these are, the short form stuff. It has to be dense with good material. But with that, voting is now open. All right, that's how you do it, guys. All you have to do is type !vote space DC or !vote space Marvel to cast your vote, and we will have a democratic system here where we will find out who has taken the round. And going back to our guests. Do you have a round 2 winner for...
I gotta go DC this time.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh,
no, it's okay. You can do
it's
that.
okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
round
opinion.
two.
It's all right.
Oh,
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You really can't for me.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman is the shit.
Yeah. So.
it's okay. You can side with me.
Yeah.
We're
Friendship renewed.
Retribution actually had a question. He was
Yeah.
asking if there was a Transformer that either of you had a difficulty working with in terms of maybe conceptualizing or speaking for.
Yeah. There's one character called Ultra Magnus who's really hard to draw because he has these like huge citadel shoulders. So whenever he points, he blocks people behind him, or if he points this way, he can't really do that. He like stabs himself in the face. So he's really hard to draw.
I don't think you know this, but on Transformers Prime, we had Ultra Magnus, and it was a CG rig, and we actually had to keep adjusting his shoulders, because when we originally designed them and we finally like T-posed him out, if he raised his arm, he would hit himself in the head.
Oh, sure.
So we had to like shrink down his shoulders.
Just like self-flagellation.
That sounds like my life. No, it's kidding.
All right, Neo, do you mind closing the polls now?
And that's why shoulder pads were banned after the 80s.
Let's see what we have here. Let us know what we've got. While he does that, I'm going to get myself a drink. And you should definitely pick a winner out of the chat for...
A free comic?
Wow,
I think-
Marvel killed.
I think I should give it to Retribution for being patient and asking that question a lot.
Yeah.
So, Retribution, enjoy your comic.
Nice.
Wow, okay, so Marvel wins
Congratulations.
that round, unfortunately.
Retribution, make sure you email Jen, Jen, at twingalaxies.com. And we will get your digital comic and your physical comic right out to you.
We got
It's
so
gonna
many
be signed.
Can I answer Lunar Lily? She's asked that a lot too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about Megatron turning into a gun?
Oh yeah.
Gun. Oh, I thought that said a girl for a second. I was like, what?
Little
you know
do
what?
you know.
I would have thought that I wouldn't know how to translate it. Or you mean, I don't know if it means like live action or just in general. What do you think?
Just in general,
general?
I think. Because
Oh.
I mean, in G1 he turned into a gun and Soundwave shot him.
Yeah.
Or Starstream, or
Yeah.
whoever was nearby.
I think it was cool as a kid as a cartoon, and then I worried like how would you ever adapt that live action? But the last movie had a robot who his head turned into a gun, and I thought that looked great. So I think it's cool. So
There you go.
yes.
Yeah, well, I
think
think
they
they moved away from that because if I remember correctly, Megatron, some of his original G1 toys were banned, like in Australia, because he turned into like a Luger, and
Oh,
like his
yeah.
toy actually looked accurate. Like it looked like a real gun.
Holy crap.
And so there were certain countries where like you couldn't get it.
Yeah.
That's great.
You can always get it on eBay, guys.
That's outrageous.
You can always get it on eBay.
All right, so DC, no, Marvel has taken it, so that's 2 on the board
Yeah.
for Marvel. That means you go first this time.
I do.
Can they bring it home, or can DC stay in the game? We shall see.
We shall see.
Gonna have to talk to Neo for a second, so
Okay.
talk about our sponsor.
Okay, yes, indeed. So, guys,
Yes.
the comic book show is brought to you in part by the generosity of viewers like you. No,
When did they give us
I
money?
don't know. House of Secrets, an amazing store in Burbank. They have an amazing library of back issues that you can get. They have tons of collectibles. They're just about the nicest, most knowledgeable comic book shop runners that you could ever meet. And if you're not in Burbank or near Burbank, which I imagine most of you are not, they have an online presence, and you can order from them online. So make sure to check out House of Secrets if you're enjoying the show, if you've enjoyed any of our shows, and order from them online. Let them know the comic book show sent you. It'd mean a lot to us. I'm sure it'd mean a lot to them. House of Secrets in Burbank.
Yo.
There we go. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, Neo. We got to bring up our Infinite Crisis stream here for a little bit of gamer cred. Nice. Cool. That works. Totally works. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So, Lucas, what do you have for us in round 3?
Well, this is the one that's 1 minute and 28 seconds.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to give me a pass or if you want to give me a penalty. You can do that.
Well,
Whatever you want to do.
We'll give you a pass.
Okay.
Because I didn't tell you earlier. So
Okay.
I know you edited it. So, all right. Hit it.
Whenever you're ready, Neo.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I'm sold.
Are you?
Really?
I'm sold.
I feel like this is way cooler than Fantastic Four has any right to be.
I've seen Chronicles, so I know I like the director. I like the director,
I love
so
Chronicle.
I just hate their concept of Ackerman so much. He's one of the best villains ever, and making him like a hacker in this.
well they may have changed it.
Really?
They've had time to, so we'll have to wait for August.
I just love that Reed Richards is no longer creepily older than Sue Storm.
Well, like in the 90s one?
Sit on my lap.
No, in the 90s one that was released but never released. He's like an adult while she's like a little kid, like
Well,
visiting.
in the original one, I thought, like, in the original story, it's like he's friends with her dad and he marries her, and it's like, this is so messed up.
No, my sister's going through that. She's married to a 70-year-old man, 80.
Is he rich?
She's 33. No,
1% or
that's what everyone always asks me. It's
Well,
not
at
rich.
least you got that, you know, I mean. She must.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Flash. Okay. All right. We're back.
Wait, could people totally hear me? God, I gotta mute my mic.
All right, so Marvel has, for some reason, presented the Fantastic Four trailer.
Because it's awesome. Did you guys see that?
All
Watch
right.
Chronicle. You'll be on board.
So DC is going to counter with something.
I
What
guess
is it?
we are. And it was just hearsay. Can you hear us? Is that
I think
weird?
so.
I feel like you can. Oh yeah, you can hear us from the
Yeah.
TVs. All right. So you guys, I am going to be presenting just like a recap of the latest Flash episode because it was fucking off the chain. Okay, so let me know when you're good to go.
Go.
All right, so the last Flash episode was basically called Who is Harrison Wells? They're getting to the bottom of finding out who Harrison Wells is. At the same time, they're trying to figure out there's this shapeshifter that's running around named Hannibal, and they're trying to catch him as well as trying to keep the secret that, they're trying to discover who Harrison Wells is because he's not himself. What blew my mind is that I know it might not be a huge thing, but what's his name? Barry Allen actually goes all the way to Coast City to pick up some pizza. And I can't help but think that there might be some Green Lantern ties in the future with maybe their spin-off show. Who knows? They're introducing another world into this, or another city into this whole thing. But on top of that, it's just a really cool episode. All of a sudden, we start seeing the facts. There's a skeleton that is discovered. Black Canary, there's a crossover with Arrow characters. And what really makes me happy is they actually have Black Canary gets, Cisco modifies her Scream sonar thing, and she actually has the collar now. So she screams.
Nice.
The end.
There we go. There we go, guys. All right.
There we go.
I think
Round-
Black Key puts it best. Oh my God, go home.
You go home.
So, guys, this is an interesting round. We have the Fantastic Four trailer versus Jackie's endorsement for the latest Flash episode.
It's so good.
We're going to open up polls now. You got 1 minute to vote. All you have to do is type !vote DC or !vote Marvel with the space in between. There we go. Have we? So
Is it
we've
open?
now picked. Oh,
Not
it's
yet.
not
People,
yet open,
people who
guys.
are voting, save your votes for just 1 second until it's open.
There we go.
Oh,
All right.
Black Key specifies, shut up and go home.
my
Oh, wait,
God.
is she talking to someone else?
Who
shut
should
up,
B? I don't know.
I'm not B.
No, she's not B. I'm B, if anything. I'm Queen B. So we've now selected 2 lucky winners out of the chat. There's a lot of people watching. I just saw the view count. It's making me kind of nervous. But we've now had Wiggles win a digital and a physical copy of the Transformers Combiner War.
Signed.
Wiggle.
Signed, by the
Wiggle,
way.
wiggle.
And
Wiggle.
also, the other winner was it Retribution?
Retribution.
Retribution. And we are in round 4 now.
Yep, round 4.
Oh,
Voting's over.
voting is over. First of all, would you like to pick a winner out of the chat to receive
How about
this amazing
Marissa?
package?
Because she has that cool recipe.
Yeah!
Marissa! Congratulations, you know the drill. Email me, which is jen@twingalaxies.com. jen@twingalaxies.com with your Twitch name and your real name and your mailing address. And we will get that right out to you. Let's see what the poll results say. Marvel has taken the week.
Marvel did it.
Oh!
Single-handedly.
See, we should have this voting system all the time.
All right,
You're
well,
just bitter.
take your victory lap, Lucas.
Yeah, no, it's mine.
So we're gonna do segment as he does that, which is brand new. But first of all,
I would like our guests to put the tally.
oh, there you go. There
If
you
you guys
All right.
want to do a half mark, and you can do a half mark. as
Okay.
well.
All right.
Okay.
Try to tag
Yeah,
it. All right. All right.
Or you can put 2 tally marks there. It's fine.
No,
right,
2
there
is
you
no.
go.
That's illegal.
That's adorable.
Nice.
Yay! Now Marvel is behind by 4 weeks. This voting system should be every week.
Thank you very much.
Got it.
There we go. Okay, now as part of Transformers Takeover, we're going to do a special segment. It's quick and easy. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to pick 2 winners out of it. So this is your chance to win. It's time for Optimus Prime time.
Optimus Prime time.
Oh, it's got its own theme song.
It does because it's thespian.
Now, here's what we're going
Lesbian?
to do.
No.
Guys,
Pervert.
we're going to read you a quote out of this Transformers
Windblade.
Part 1. And you guys at home have to start shouting out which Autobot or... No, I guess... There's no more Decepticons? Is that the dealio?
There's kind of no more Autobots.
Yeah.
Which Transformer?
Which
Yeah.
Transformer?
Yeah.
Which
there you go.
Transformer you think said it, and the first person that says the correct Transformer is going to win this amazing prize pack of a digital comic and a signed physical comic.
You're being so PC by just saying Transformers.
There we go. Just Transformers in general. Now, let me show you what I've done here. Neo, you don't need to do the slides. They brought an awesome physical copy for us to just show into the camera. Awesome.
Less work for me to do.
And then we're going to show you some amazing covers, so stay tuned. So that's the quote starting from here to there.
To there.
Yep, and that's the answer.
Oh my God, should I say it like that? Or should I just say
Sing it.
Give it a shot.
Give it
Try
a
and
shot.
do the voice.
Do it.
I like it.
Do it, girl.
I'm just doing it from what I feel it should be.
Go.
Your home world, Windblade! How convenient! Did either of your trusted guardians here see anything before failing at their very basic job?
All right, that was quick.
Great.
Nice.
Oh my God! Yes!
Mr. Laka was the first one I saw right after you finished your quote. Some people just started shouting Autobots, and I'm not counting them, Transformers, because you guys were just randomly doing that. Mr. Laka was the first one I saw after you finished your quote. Starscream was the correct answer. Congratulations. Show the amazing art.
Yeah!
Now, very special tonight, guys, because we have the artist from Transformers
Well, not
Combiner
from that
Wars.
one.
Not
right
from
here.
that
This
one.
is
yeah.
Sarah
Oh,
Stone's
no.
art.
I
That's
did half
Sarah
the
Stone.
Minor Wars, so
Wonder-
Sarah
yeah.
did the other. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Okay.
It's still a beautiful art.
Yes.
There you go. So check that out.
Well, we're
Thank
showing
you.
covers. We're showing
We're
covers.
showing covers in a little bit, so you will see some of Livio's amazing art.
But Dickus, I want to specify Skype is muted, so we can't hear you if you are talking. So you need to be in chat, chiming in.
You gotta use your
the
fingers.
answers.
So, Mr.
Or your
Laka
nose.
Laka, what you have to do is email me, Jen, with one N, Jen, at twingalaxies.com with your name, your Twitch name, so I can verify, and your mailing address, and we'll get you your amazing prize, courtesy of IDW and our amazing guest tonight. The second one is right there.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Start from here and there.
Yep, there, and
Just
that is
that's the answer. So don't read it before.
Don't read the answer first.
Just
no.
embody the character to the best of your ability.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
And she really brought it too, so you've got
Yeah,
to
that's
try.
true.
I was fucking
Oh,
on
I will do my sexy voice for this one.
Oh, please, God, no.
Ready? Go.
Superior, this is your only warning, Con. Surrender!
Okay.
That's it.
It's,
You're welcome.
that's very.
I spit on myself.
That's very. It's very misleading.
I make ladies wet.
No, you don't.
I just did.
Well, she
I
just
did.
spit on herself, so
Yeah.
I guess that is
So
correct.
it was involuntary drool.
So we have David the W yelling Grimlock. I have to say, don't go off the voice. SD0. SD0 has
SD0
guessed
got
it. SD0, that was, believe it or not, Optimus Prime.
It was Mickey Mouse Prime.
SD0, Jen at twingalaxies.com with your name, your Twitch name, and your mailing address, and we'll get you this amazing prize pack of the digital comic and a physical comic, which will be signed by Livio and Mairghread. I'm acing that every time now.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
gonna get it and they're gonna walk out the door
rare.
and you're gonna weep.
All right, and now, see, all of this in Optimus Prime Time was really an excuse to, one, see you guys just start shouting out Transformer names, which is a lot of fun, but also to show you some of the art, which is amazing in this series. IDW is really knocking it out of the park. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but IDW is, like, the sales are surpassing in several instances DC and Marvel books sales this week.
They have quality and consistency, you know, and
Absolutely.
there's not just these titles. There's tons of other titles. Lock and Key for the longest time was just like
Yeah.
awesome.
So we're gonna throw up a really cool slideshow now of some
Covers.
and we will ask you guys questions. We will give you the.
This is gonna be like the weather forecast,
Yeah,
but
how
it's
do you
your
like that?
art.
I got a question.
Sure.
So, are you like? How were you both introduced to comic books?
Oh, like growing up, to start or professional?
However, no, like reading it for the first time.
Oh, probably just friends. Initially introduced me. I think like it was like
Wait.
older brothers' friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, like. Yeah. What
Yeah,
about you?
friends. I started reading right around, like seriously reading, with the Marvel's Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that totally worked.
Yeah.
What was your
Oh,
first
first time.
comic?
I read the original Ninja Turtles. Remember, it was like a lot more
Yeah.
gritty and like
Yep.
Eastman Lard. Yeah, so that was the first.
Oh,
then,
those are awesome art.
oh, nice, thanks. Marvel Transformer series from the '80s. I read that. Yeah, I was a big like X-Men fan, so those are like the big ones growing up.
Is there like besides Transformers? Let's say Transformers didn't exist. What comic book would you be working on, or would want to be working on?
I've done some Star Wars covers for Dark Horse when they had the license, and I'd love to do more Star Wars. Like I'm a huge fan of science fiction in general, but that world, like yeah. So I'd love to do that.
Cool.
Oh, Wonder Woman, hands down.
Yeah.
I freaking love Wonder Woman.
Nice.
Is that why you two are friends?
Yes.
That's why we're besties.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of love for these covers in the chat here. Retribution says the art is really amazing. I'm not into Transformers comics, but I'm going to have to pick up some now.
Yes. Well, you're getting some
One
Retribution.
at a time.
Yes.
Yes, transformed, one would say. Why? Why did I do that? Sorry. Is there a... So, how long does it take you to do a cover?
It depends how complicated it is, but usually maybe like 8 or 9 hours, like start to finish, line art and colors.
You do everything.
Yeah, I do line art and color. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's a lot of work.
So yeah. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I
like
mean,
being
are there any must-haves on a cover in terms of focal point, or is there anything that you really have to focus on?
You always want to have like some focus for people. You know, you like make sure your character or the background doesn't overpower each other, so that it just becomes like a wall. So you want to have like some. Usually, like a high contrast area will do it for people. But yeah. So.
That's pretty
Try.
cool.
Yeah.
With like Transformers, everything's symmetrical and everything, and
Yeah.
the lines have to be perfect.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's Is there
it's tricky.
is there a certain Transformer that you're like, fuck, I gotta draw this one again?
There's a lot. I mean, like the combiners, like we were talking about earlier, are really complicated. Anyone that has like wings are really hard because if they stand, they block all the people behind them. If they turn at an angle, they block all these people. So
That
it's
sounds like me at conventions.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I just
So-
want to, just Jim.
Yeah, I always feel
Just
for the
I wanna find
cosplayers
this.
walking through there. Yeah, so those guys are hard.
Celis Valen asked, do you have a website for your art?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Livio Ramodelli, which is a really difficult name, but it should be written there. So yeah, lots of Transformers, lots of Star Wars, and then Marvel, other stuff. So check it out.
Do you do commissions on the side?
I do, yeah, tons of commissions. If you guys are interested in getting something, just email me.
Yeah, I've been asking for a while, sir.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, anytime, yeah.
Remember for this chick?
All right. Well,
Okay.
after hers, then I'm happy to do anything for you guys. So.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
And Mairghread, where can they follow you on social media?
You can follow me at the equally difficult to spell on Twitter at Mairghread Scott. But you can also follow my website, which is mscottwriter.com. So.
That's easier.
Real fast, E-Man Caves asked if I could draw a T-Rex Megatron with Paul Blart, Mall Cop, riding him, and no, I won't do that. I'm offended by that question. So, no, that's not happening.
So you're not getting prizes.
Yeah.
Sucks
you.
to be you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Guys, if
This
you
is
look
serious business.
If you look at the bottom of our screen there, the aforementioned discount code that Jackie was so lovely to set up with the good people at Mint who have outfitted us tonight with
guys
our
are so cool.
Transformers apparel. Going to mintmonk.com and using the exclusive discount code Combiner15 gets you 15% off of Transformers apparel. So do that. The code is good for like a couple more days.
It's good up till the end of the month, actually.
Oh,
I extended
wow.
it. So you guys get on it.
Give it to your friends.
Thank you to our neighbors in the north for this wonderful gift.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this stuff is really good. It's actually really breathable.
There we
I'm
go.
very happy
And
right
it's
now.
lovely. And it's flattering.
And it's figure flattering.
There we go.
It kind of reminds me of Silk's new costume.
Okay, we're
Marvel.
talking about Transformers
I
right
know,
now.
I'm just saying.
Oh my
I gotta
gosh.
turn everything into Marvel. I'm sorry.
Transformers takeover.
Should we
Sorry.
jump into the Infinity Gauntlet?
I have a problem.
Should we try?
Do we have
well,
time?
We're going to kill the commercial because we have two quick things to do. We're going to do one Infinity Gauntlet, which is what we did last week when we had Michael Rooker and it went down to the wire like this.
Just
And
real
it's going to
quick.
be a Transformers one. And it's going to be from the Small Time Chat because that one's amazing.
Because Wes is amazing.
But before that, as promised, we're going to tell you guys how to
ACBC.
win that ACBC ticket. This is amazing, guys. So this convention is going to be incredible. If you're anywhere in that area or willing to travel, you're going to want to win these tickets. The first one for this week is going to be given out like so. Lucas, do you want to tell people how they can win the code? Win the tickets.
Okay, so guys,
And Neo, if you can put the lower third on the bottom, so the good people will know what to do.
yeah, so guys, I know you all have Twitter. You're all following me and the comic book show, of course. But you want to tweet at Twin Galaxies, so at Twin Galaxies. You want to tweet us with the hashtag DoACBC with the person you're most looking forward to seeing at the convention. So, and the winner is going to be chosen.
It's going to be chosen randomly, or I don't know. I mean, honestly,
well, we're gonna have to siphon to make sure you guys know who's actually attending. Like, I don't want to say. You know.
No. We always say randomly, but honestly, the more clever your tweet, the more it's gonna like win our favor.
So creativity.
But see, the catch is, of course, to be able to say who you would most likely want to meet at ACBC, you're going to have to go to the website and see who all is going. They have amazing guests. I'm not going to... If you're paying attention to the video that we showed earlier, you'll know some of them. But
I was in the bathroom.
Yes, he was.
Oh no, you were going to get tickets. That's
Oh,
what you
yeah,
were
that's
doing.
right.
You were doing.
That's
That was
right.
exactly what you were doing.
So, again, to reiterate, to win tickets to ACBC, and we're doing this every week, so this is just the Twitter contest we're running for this particular week. This week. Tweet at Twin Galaxies with the hashtag DoACBC with the guest that you are most excited to meet if you had the chance to go to the convention. And maybe
Marissa, I'm sorry,
why,
Instagram
just to-
does
just
not
to
work.
boot it.
Instagram does not work.
Nope.
You
Twin
have to go on
Galaxies
Twitter.
doesn't even have an Instagram.
No,
And
we do not.
Yeah, we don't because Wes is missing. That's basically why. But you guys, I don't think you understand the amazingness of ACBC. Basically, if you've ever attended San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con and you've gone to the Marvel booth and you're like, why is this place always packed? Times that by an entire convention. It's run by the same people. Marvel only goes to 2 conventions a year, New York and San Diego. This is the first time they're branching out to a brand new convention.
Yep.
This is heard of. So you definitely want to get over there. You want to see what's going on. We have a lot of other comic book contributors, and we're going to be there. Are we? We're
No.
not going to be there.
No.
So I'm taking back.
We
Halfsies,
might.
backsies.
Here's our situation is we will be getting passes, and the hosts among us who want to make the trip will be able to.
There you go.
Yeah.
So fly us. We're starting a Kickstarter to get us out there. That's what's going.
Some of us may go, and then you can tweet at us to find out where we are. It's probably going to be
I'll be here.
Artist Alley, honestly, because we're all huge nerds for artists.
Or we'll be here.
It's okay if you're boring. It's all right, guys. Just tweet, because we might just appreciate the fact that it was a nice, honest, earnest tweet. Like, I would really like to meet blank because he's cool. That might,
140 characters. Use a lot of
that might warm the cockles.
Pictures. You can post pictures. You can post videos.
Videos.
It doesn't hurt to try. And
Sock puppet theater.
We're going to be doing it every week until the actual convention. So that means up to 3 of you guys could be getting complimentary tickets to the convention, courtesy of the good folk at ACBC and the Comic Book Show.
Bam!
So, there you go.
Guys, I hope the people participating can actually go. I don't want you to win the tickets and not be able to go.
Yes.
So, guys, if you're able to go, participate, be creative, videos, gifts, pictures,
Do it for the
whatever you
kids.
got.
And if you win, if you're trying because you have a friend in the area, that's acceptable too.
Yeah.
Someone you want to gift the tickets to. So
If Timmy really needs to go meet Stanley, then you tell us that Timmy needs to meet Stanley.
yes.
Marissa, just make yourself a Twitter account
Just
already.
easy. Come on, we'll make it. No,
Jeez.
Lucas will make it for you.
No.
All right. Well, the final segment of the night, guys. So get to tweeting. Get to tweeting. Somebody is gonna win these tickets. Somebody's gonna want it enough to win. The final segment of the night is, of course,
The Infinity Gauntlet! Huzzah!
I like that.
Oh, like this? Wait, isn't this a rude gesture?
Yes,
Like
and
you're-
we're being
like
rude
you're listening.
consistently.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
This is where we basically take your suggestions in terms of comic verse characters and we put them in the ultimate battle. It's like a convergence, but on a smaller scale.
absolutely. And as this is the Transformers takeover,
That's true.
we're going to use the one that our viewer Wes has posted in the Smile Time chat and has been waiting patiently for us to discuss.
Wes, you're incredible. Thank you so much for
We might
hanging
actually
out.
do two, because Face Poppies also said he had a really, really great one that he was excited. Was that it? Spaceman Smith versus Star-Lord, Face Poppies? Really? You waited the whole show to say that? All right.
Aw.
So, well, first of all, sorry.
It's just like dissing our viewers.
Face Poppies.
Hi, Face Poppies. Vote
we
Marvel
love
next
you.
week.
All right. So, Wes. We're going to do Wes's here. For the Infinity Gauntlet.
Rainbow Dash versus Starscream.
Well, we know that Rainbow Dash has achieved supersonic speed.
Yes.
Because she created the sonic rain boom.
And she's also one of the she's one of the elements of friendship.
Yeah, she's courage. Do we know that Starscream? I feel like
thought he was
Starscream has.
supersonic
Yeah,
speed.
he's also supersonic speed. He's also made of metal and has missiles.
But she has-
she does have magical powers.
She has magic and
Just magic overcome
Normally,
technology.
magic trumps tech. I feel like.
well, friendship is magic, and she has friendship,
She can
whereas
change him from the inside out.
That's true.
with songs.
Powerful.
But Starscream is a dirty fighter, and I feel like
true.
I don't know that she would see that coming.
Yeah.
I feel like this
tough.
would be one of those nuke 'em from orbit kind of things.
That's true.
I'm gonna give it to Starscream.
I'm gonna go Starscream too.
All right.
Starscream could literally just sit on her accidentally. She's a pony. She's not a barge, you know?
Retribution says, can't Starscream just step on the stupid pony?
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Retribution.
we're
He'd
kind of
be-
going with you on that.
Yeah. And he'd just be like, oops.
They told me my mic might be.
It might be out.
Oh, you
Let's
are muted.
see.
Oh, you are?
No, the battery's low.
battery's
Battery's
dead.
dead.
No one cares what you have to say.
I know.
Aw.
See,
Was
Rainbow
it
Dash.
Neil? Were you?
Yeah, exactly.
Were you able to
the power
hear?
of friendship.
Oh, you didn't type that. Was that Todd? That was
Yeah.
you. Oh, were you still able to hear his answer in case we want to cut it in?
So, like, through other people's mics, yeah, I can hear it.
Oh, okay.
You can
Should I
yeah.
just? I should. I'll just.
Alright.
I'll just.
They're gonna
Yeah,
hug
we'll go with this. It'll be great.
Aw.
Alright.
Swap them out.
You want to swap out the
yeah,
mic
let's
stuff?
swap them out because we have one more.
Here,
Do
here.
you, yeah, he'll
Here.
do it. What?
No,
You
just
can get
come
in frame,
here.
Just come in frame.
Fine, I will get up and I will grab the batteries.
And we just get the giant crotch shot of everything.
Neil, you know you want to be
Whereas
in
he
the camera
wanted to be
frame.
avoided entirely,
Yeah.
you got his Batman bulge.
Oh, Darth, that's disgusting. Come on. Oh wait, you mean like
No,
a
like
horse?
I said, horse.
Oh, okay, that's correct.
Even though she's a Pegasus.
Mine is the mine that's in the gutter tonight.
Yes, it is.
All right,
but
so
we
we're
love
gonna
you.
do one more. Face Poppies, was that really did you really want Spaceman Spiff?
Wait, Neo, I need your help.
Wait, hold on. Face Poppy says, "Call me when Transformers can turn into useful
Wait,
things."
I got it. Never mind.
Like microwaves or a girlfriend. Oh, Face
Well,
Poppy.
there was the Transformer that turned into a girlfriend in the Michael Bay movies. Yeah, Pretenders can turn into. Yeah.
Face Puppies also has mail order brides or Transformers because they turn into credit card debt. Also great.
There you
Face
go.
Poppy.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hilarious.
Thank you.
That's actually great.
And let's do one more. I see. Okay, here are a couple that I see. I see Optimus Prime versus Voltron, which is interesting.
It is, yeah.
Wait, they should do Transformers versus Voltron because Transformers can now make their like own
You can-
They can
Voltron,
become Voltron.
which
Yeah.
with the parts that can come loose and
Let's do
I think
it.
Transformers got
Let's
it.
do it. All right, Transformers versus Voltron.
Or
What
Let's,
should I
let's hear
do?
from the
Combiner.
experts.
Seriously, yeah.
Devastator versus Voltron.
Hands down, Devastator.
Devastator. But
versus-
doesn't Voltron have like also some kind of magic, or is he all mechanical?
I don't remember, but at the same time though, just Voltron's transformation sequence always struck me as like way too long.
Oh, like in
I
the,
feel like
in the
Devastator
15 minutes.
So
it takes
by
him
the
to-
time
yeah.
he was
Exactly.
assembled,
Okay.
you guys
And
have already
like
destroyed
he's
him.
still kind of controlled by like the humans inside him. Like that's
That's true.
way slower than like a joint mind. You know.
That's true.
This is
That's
true. So there you
And
have it.
Transformers pays us money.
That's true. It's,
So, yeah.
it's Devastator. Transformers.
Devastator,
are-
all the
yeah.
way.
And Transformers gives us comics.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Will they pay us money? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
This has been the Comic Book Show, guys. Thank you for sticking with us for an extra 5 minutes. We are here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. PST to 11 p.m. PST, and our bite-sized episodes are posted to Stanley's World of Heroes channel every Monday. Special thanks to our guests.
Thank you
Livio
for having
and
us.
Mairghread.
Thank you to
so
Khalil over at IDW Publishing for helping us out. Thank you to IDW Publishing for the comic books, for you guys
Absolutely.
for bringing them as well, and to Mitt Monk for hooking us up with some sweet threads.
Sweet
Can't
swag.
stop touching myself.
Please stop.
And
It's really a nice
Well, see,
smooth
now you'll
shirt.
turn into a truck though, which is
Yeah.
real.
And congratulations to all of our winners. Neo, can you play us out with that amazing, sweet ACBC footage?
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Da 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 da.
Da-da. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.